Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you're joining us in the future, welcome. Thank you guys for being here. I'm your host, Michael. This is MJ Farmstead, where we talk all topics farming. And this is our new little podcast, I guess you could call it that. But allow me to just hang out while everyone gets in here. And if you're watching this at a later date, you can always fast forward. Or if you're popping in here once you find this, well, then I'll see your messages start popping up. I'm just getting everything set up. I am a couple minutes late. Been trying to do this every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, so 2000 hours Eastern time. Just gonna go ahead and pop over, try to get our. I wonder if I could put a thumbnail up. Too big, of course it is. Hold on, we gotta download something from Canva. Need to get myself a thumbnail design. Literally just going to upload a picture of Annie or Annie Jr. Jr. Man, this is going to be interesting. It's just massive thumbnail. Okay, this is going to be is what it is. That'll work. People get the idea. Download it, resize it. Let's get this one. Beautiful. Where's the download going? Here it is. Please bear with me, everybody, if you're here. What's up again? Okay. Guess it will be under downloads. Wonderful. You know what I have not set up yet? I have not set up the Only Farmers podcasts. How you doing tonight, though? I can't type the name for crap. You think I'd set all these hashtags up on this thing beforehand, but no, I guess not. I'm not that cool. Family's doing good. Family's doing good. Let's see how my sounds all right. I'm just gonna move this up a little bit like that. Pop filter going good. Yeah. Now I'm gonna text all my farm friends, and they're gonna tell me to go eat a fat shit. That they're busy on a Friday night at 8 p.m. Oh, you know what? Check this out, y'all. Since we're here, no, we're not doing that. Membership gifting. I've got 10 of them. I'm just sending them right out right away. I don't give a fuck. People will get what's it called that they'll get the notification. Scott, Chief, Lyra and Jinjin. Nope, not tonight, Brett. We are just what's up, Garden and Grow? We are doing the Only Farmers Friday Nights podcast. I'm done giving YouTube the same shit. Oh, Starkey got one. Know him. No Gen X. Yeah, what up? YouTube sucks. Sometimes it does, doesn't it? But we are doing a the Only Farms. We're going to be doing the morning chores on Saturdays and Sundays, the Only Farm streams on Friday nights, and then I'm going to be putting out some long form content, probably starting this week. So whatever I feel like going for is what I'm going to probably be putting out. Don't really know what it's going to be about. It could be like what happened on the farm for the week. It could be updates. It could be for members. Really couldn't tell you, but we're going to be doing something, and I encourage anyone and everyone who wants to jump in here to jump in here if you got questions about whatever. But of course, try to stay on or get on if you're going to get on camera. So let me go ahead and text all of my farm friends and see if they are. Yeah, I actually gotta go to my YouTube. I gotta get the live up. Guys, being a YouTuber is way too hard. I got time. No one got time for this shit. Okay. And hopefully the picture of Annie is going, or Annie Junior, Junior, Junior. Hopefully that picture is going to get people in here because they're going to see a goat and they're going to be like, "Oh my god, they're live!" And then they see my ugly ass mug, like this guy's not a goat. Where's the goat? I want to see the cute little goat. That's right, we clickbaited you bitches. Okay, so that's one farm friend. Here's my other farm friend. I got a third farm friend. Oh, okay, hold on. We got 4 farm friends. I'm just saying, we are live. Come hang. Such a loser. I'm such a loser. Oh, you loser. Should I invite anyone who wants to be a farmer or thinks they're a farmer but isn't? Actually, you know what? I wonder. Hold on. Okay, got my. Oh, there we go. That's the one I would need. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna message my buddy Bruce. She's fun too. I gotta explain to him what this is. Okay, now what I have to do is I have to invite. There we go. I gotta copy this. I gotta go over to the chat, put that in there. There we go. Pin that message. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right. I think we're good now. What's the agenda for these streams? There's no agenda. I'm just hanging out and I want to talk farming with people who want to farm, are farmers, homesteaders, whatever it is. I just want to talk to other like-minded people. That's the point. And if you want to jump in and you want to learn about farming, feel free to ask questions and all that fun stuff. It's basically me just sitting here puffing on a hookah and talking to myself is really what it is. Let's see. We're gonna get all the no one's even said anything. You guys see the conspiracy video of Epstein still being alive somewhere? I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a conspiracy realist. What's up, Brad? If you'd like to join us, you're more than welcome as well. So I didn't realize that hookah hoses have different diameters at the base of them where you plug them into your hookah. So I ordered hookah hoses thinking I was slick, getting a deal for $4 each on Amazon. They're like for some kid's toy, it seems like. What's going on, Bob? Have you seen the video of the wannabe alphas? What's the wannabe alphas? Should I look that up? Is it YouTube safe? Can I share it? I don't know. Wannabe alpha? It's probably a troll. Are you trolling me, Brett? Wannabe alphas are losing their minds. Oh, I definitely think this is going to be funny as hell. Disgraced wannabe. Fools Joe Rogan. Oh my gosh. Love Joe Rogan. I know. I saw your live. I caught it after the fact, but I can't believe how many bees are in there. And I also can't believe it's going to be like 70 degrees by you next week. That's amazing. This weekend for us, the real feel is negative 19. I think that's the fake real feel. That's what it says on the iPhone weather. What the weatherman is saying up by me is negative 28 is the real feel. I think it's going to be like negative 3 Fahrenheit. So wind chill is going to be fun. Going to get out there and freeze some snots up, and it's going to be a good day. I know. I saw that one colony. You're like, oh, look, there's some drones. Couldn't believe it. February. Who would have thought, right? They're already pushing drones out, which is like insane. Oh, Brad jumped in. Good evening, sir.
Mike.
How you doing? Welcome.
Good.
Well,
How are you?
good. Yeah, I figure I'm trying the only farmers Fridays, So
Right on.
we're beekeepers.
Only farmers.
That's good.
Yeah. How you been?
Good. Cold. How about you? Cold as well.
Well, yeah. It's minus 18 right now, but yesterday it was raining. It was warm
Really?
yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah.
actually just started snowing by me.
We had one
I let
day
the
of above freezing temperature.
nice. I don't think we've been
But
over freezing in probably a week or two. Actually, no,
stuff
maybe not. The other day, I think it just touched 33 Fahrenheit. So
I
yeah.
was pretty nervous because I had to go to Winnipeg today, and I
Oh
thought,
yeah.
oh no, the highway's going to be ice, which there was a bit of ice, but it wasn't bad.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, it cleared up pretty fast. So, yeah.
Did you see Bob's video today of his live?
I didn't. I was driving.
I was catching it on the tail end when I was like getting ready for dinner. And he was like in there. He had drones in his colonies. He opened a couple of them where you heard him on the cameras hitting him like hail.
Oh yeah. Bees really. There's something about cameras and microphones and stuff. They just attack it. There's some kind of vibration.
I think it's the case. It's the case, and especially if you're on live stream, they feel that because there's the frequencies coming in from the cell towers.
My microphone, especially when I have that little dead cat
for
on
it.
the microphone.
Yeah, they go for it.
Just bury right in there. If I don't notice my video, all you hear is.
Yep. Yeah, so I
would be trying to get into the microphone.
I've got like this big one, right? So if I'm trying to get direct sound, and then I have not tried my little DJIs yet, but I can only assume that these would do the same thing. Yep. They're just going to pull them right to it.
Yeah. So I have put my microphone inside my van somehow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have DJI mics?
I have the Rode mics.
The Rhodes? You like them?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I have right now. I have the Gen 3, but I had I don't know if it was Gen 1 or 2 before, and they had some problems. But
okay.
They had
I've seen some people that have the Rhodes, and like it's maybe they're not having the sound reduction turned on, and like you hear like sort of every little vibration and like brush up against the shirt. I haven't found that. Like I've actually had the DJI like in my shirt here, and I like zip my hoodie up, and it actually sounded better when I was talking. I was moving around, you couldn't hear a thing. It was pretty awesome.
I'm no sound expert, so I know if I don't put the dead cat on it, it can really pick up a lot. Like I can breathe. I breathe kind of heavy, so it picks up that. But what I was going to say is I really love the company because those earlier mics, they had some battery problems.
Okay.
And I had one mic, and it ended up it wouldn't run for more than a few minutes, and it would just shut off because it thought it was out of battery. Okay. So I contacted the company,
sent you a new one,
and they said, "Hey, no problem," and they didn't even I don't think they even asked me for the old one back. They just sent me a new one.
That's awesome.
And um, and then when I was looking for the support number or this, address or whatever online, I noticed at the bottom of a lot of the pages it said a message from the president of the company.
Okay.
And the message was, we are hereby extending a 5-year warranty to all products, regardless of when you purchased them,
Oh, that's
uh,
awesome.
for battery problems and stuff like that. And so I looked at my date and I thought, well, this thing is out of warranty, but now it's not out of warranty. It's in the 5 years.
Nice.
And then about a year later, maybe a little more, the second mic in the set had a problem. And so I contacted them again,
Hmm.
and they had a little different deal. They said, okay, we'll replace that, but you got to send it back. And I said, oh, um, or what did? But then he came back and he said, tell you what, I'll make you a deal. What if I just trade you straight across for a brand new Gen 3 set?
Cool. Yeah,
I said,
I'll
okay.
take that deal.
So like $20 for postage. I send it back to him, and then hey, Bob
What's
Walker,
up, Bob?
and yeah. So now I got a up to date, and the Gen 3 is nice.
Oh, I
It's
bet.
got some nice improvements.
Yeah, I
I
bet
can
it's
only
real
assume
nice.
the batteries are better batteries.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very happy with the
Yeah. So
microphones. I'm extremely happy with the company.
that Rode mic that I had that's the I guess it's a shotgun. Try not to knock my head here.
As he steps away from the mic where we can't hear what he's saying.
Yeah, sorry. I was trying not to spill my camera shelf over. And then this is the video. This is also a Rode mic.
Right.
The Video Micro is what this one is.
The
And
beast scare the hell out of that.
I love this one because it's so tiny. The other one, it'll sit in front of the lens and you'll sort of see the dead cat once in a while, but this one's nice. They don't make the Video Micro anymore, surprisingly.
The feature that I love most about the Rode mics, because it makes up for me being, absent-minded or doing things wrong or whatever, is that, and I should say the Rode Go set. It
Yeah,
has
the mic, the video
receiver
or the mic Rode
and
goes.
transmitters and one
Uh-huh.
receiver.
Okay.
So the feature that I love that I've never seen on any other mic is every microphone has a memory card in it.
Oh,
And
so you can get backup audio?
It stores like 20 hours of audio in the microphone.
Okay, that's
So
nice.
if you mess up your receiver, if you maybe it comes
Didn't have it plugged in just enough.
you got your gain set wrong or something, then you just go back, you download the audio off of the mic, and then
you try to sync it up.
stitch it together in post. Yeah. I
So
love that feature.
a good idea with that is just go like this, clap.
I do
in
that.
the beginning.
Well,
Yeah.
I have done that.
Yeah, so I usually do that like in the beginning of every time if you have the audio recorded separately.
So if you
then
get the clap at the beginning of the video,
yes, you'll see that.
it makes it easier to sync up
and
later
you
on.
line it up.
I had to do that because it took a little while for them to replace my mic, but because I had done the first one, and they just sent me a new one. I never sent the broken one back.
Okay.
When they made me the deal to replace the second set, and I hope they're not listening, is I actually put the broken one and the next one and the receiver in the package and sent it back to them. I kept the one that they had sent me the first time, and that's what I used to do my videos while I had no receiver.
Yeah.
Right. So then every video I'd have to clap and sync the stuff up. So it was a little bit of a pain, but at least I wasn't out of business. Right.
Yeah, that's very true.
And that's what I think people that do YouTube videos don't fully grasp as being so important. Video these days, video is easy. Smartphone cameras and stuff, they're so good. You gotta concentrate on audio. If you don't have good audio, you can have crappy video. If you have good audio, you're doing okay.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of videos.
Crappy video and crappy audio.
Well, yeah. Well, Bob just does the lowest common denominator kind of a.
Hey, I go for the low hanging fruit.
just be bad at both. Someone will like it.
Yeah, just be bad at both.
Well, like today, the video that I did today, I was not intending to do a video at all. I just went over to see the bees flying for a second. I'm like, that's a drone. So
That's
then it was
crazy.
like, I need to check this hive to make sure they don't have any ideas, right? No queen cells,
Yep.
nothing like that in there.
Would
So
they swarm this early?
Oh, well, typically not, but I have had them really early in the year build up really strong. So I just wanted to kind of gauge what was going on in there.
You could
And,
have, like, by the end of the month, you could have swarms, though, right?
Yeah, I could.
That's wild.
Could.
I think
So-
our earliest swarm is like the end of March for us. That's
Normally-
like early.
Normally down here, people try to start splitting around Valentine's Day. And now that's when we don't have snow like last week, right? So,
My
Did you
early,
ever get the pollen patties on, or were they still frozen?
I want to
they're
tell you, my
frozen.
early swarms are 1st of June.
I've had swarms in November here, not my personal, but I've went and got them out of people's trees and stuff at that
Now
time.
those usually aren't going to make it, right? Unless you had a bunch of dedicated frames with a bunch of stores in it.
Well, I was
aside.
surprised because that one, the last colony I looked in today, was a cutout I did on Labor Day, so really didn't have anything hardly as far as resources other than feed that I put on them and patty and stuff like that. So they're doing good now though, so we're gonna roll with it. So I'm hopefully optimistic, on that.
Yeah.
So, and today ended up being a decent day at my table. $200 or so, a little over $200 at the table. So
Nice.
pretty good.
We sold 2 jars of honey. I sold them at a discount because they were crystallizing. For $10 for 2 jars, and then we sold a couple of our whipped tallow bombs, and then a chicken.
I'm not Jewish, but when it comes to my honey sales, I could be considered because I don't discount. There is no discounts.
Yeah.
Oh, Crystal, come back tomorrow. I'll put it in my warmer. It'll be perfectly fine. Or you can set it in your window at home, and it'll go right back to normal.
Yeah.
You got
Nothing
a
wrong.
warmer, Mike? You got
I
a
do
warmer
not.
for you?
No, I don't.
Okay. So you got to build one of those yet?
Honestly,
built quite
I'll
a few
just-
of those.
How do you build them? You use like a heating pad or something?
Typically just incandescent lights and a fan
Okay.
and a thermostat of some kind.
I've got a
People use Inkbirds. I don't like them. I use a Johnson Controls controller.
Okay.
It's more expensive.
Now you build like a little room for it. So like
his is a wooden box.
all of
Mine
the
is
ones I've built,
refrigerator.
I've built from scratch out of wood. I'll
Okay.
build a box out of wood and insulate it.
Okay. Do you have a video on it?
I do actually.
I'm gonna go check that out. later.
I've got a video on all 3 of them that I built.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you have an
Yeah.
old refrigerator?
Yeah, I do actually.
So what I did is unplugged my refrigerator. I took out the crisper drawers out of the bottom.
Okay.
I
put lights in there.
I put down some bricks on the bottom because I was setting a chicken lamp on it and a fan.
Okay. Yeah. The
And
chicken lamps get hot.
and then I got the thermostat, right? Well,
Okay.
it's not an Inkbird. It's the Chinese knockoff Inkbird from Amazon.
Uh-huh.
But
It works.
Also cheap.
could be a Chinkbird. but I just plug, there's one probe that I duct taped into the side, and I mean really rudimentary, right? Just duct tape the probe dangling down, and put duct tape over the cords coming out of the refrigerator, and just closed it up, and set it for like 80 degrees is where mine's at.
Nice.
So I don't leave it in there long. I just put it in there long enough to liquefy it
Okay.
and then pull it out, right? So if I know I've got something coming up Friday, I might go out Thursday and load it up.
Yeah.
And then
Now you have like racks inside of it as well.
Yeah,
I guess you just use the regular fridge racks.
Mhm.
Nice.
and it works pretty well. And then I have another refrigerator that I use as a chiller. Obviously, I use it as a refrigerator, like it was intended for creamed honeys.
Nice.
I
So,
happened
yeah.
to snag a picture of. It's not a very good picture of mine, but this is what I use.
Oh,
So-
nice.
typically what I'm doing is I'm liquefying 600 pounds at a time,
Wow.
so that I can take it from solid to packing.
Yeah.
And so this box is 4 feet wide, uh, 4 feet high, 2 feet deep,
Okay. Nice.
and it's got barn doors. And the whole point of it was to use these little pallets. I can actually load this with my tractor, so I don't have to
Oh,
lift.
nice and easy.
I don't have
Yeah,
to
you don't have
lift
to
all
sit
those
there,
bales.
lift them, putting them in.
Yeah, because that just wrecks your back,
And
right?
then you cut the pallets in half, I'm guessing, if it's only 2 foot deep.
Yeah, these little pallets are only about 20 inches.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, that it's I just threw that one together. It's built out of mostly scrap plywood and stuff, and it's not a thing of beauty, but I've been using it for
Hey,
years. I
it
love
looks
it.
like it works. And you got like the
It's great.
what do they call those? The hinges. Those are the nice hinges.
Piano hinges.
Piano hinges, yeah.
They're a beautiful big inch, are they inch and a quarter or something,
Each
stainless.
side.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful. My hardware store doesn't even
Nice.
sell those anymore because they're so expensive.
Yeah. Those are like the best hinges when it comes to
Yeah.
doors.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So
But I
yeah.
mean, that's not overly insulated or anything. It's just wood, right?
No, it's 1 inch, I think. Inch. Yeah, I think I put a 1 inch. It's a
1 inch.
5/8 plywood and 1 inch of polystyrene on. So I put the polystyrene on the outside.
Okay. How do you connect it
So
on? Just like a screw? Like
yeah,
with a
just a
washer or
screw
something?
and a big.
Big washer.
Yeah, it's a washer, but it's very, very thin. It's made for screwing on insulation.
Gotcha. Nice.
Yeah.
Are you talking about what's his face? 5 Acre Farm, West Texas? I think so. So there's a gentleman in Kansas. He's a poultry farmer, and he got bird flu last week. And then the state was like, okay, so he got five tests, 3 guineas and 2 geese that tested positive. They're like, okay, so we have to condemn the birds, which means they come in and they euthanize all of them on the entire farm. And the USDA has grants that they'll pay him fair market value, which the fair market value on some of his birds were not fair market value for the fact that he's got like these what are the Sebastopol geeses, which are like anywhere from $100 to $200. And then he's got these blue partridge Brahmas and like yellow pheasants, which are like very, very expensive high-end birds. And they said, yeah, we'll give you $20 for these, $6 for the geese, this and that. And he actually decided to decline it. So they didn't condemn any of the birds, but now a lot of his birds are sick and they're going to spread it through dust and manure and all this other stuff. So like, I don't know how to feel. Like he started 11 months ago and like surpassed my channel, like just blew it out of the water, and like happy for him. But I was like, I saw him. I'm like, oh, cool. New farm channel. I love farm channels, you know? And I'm like, he's got 2,000 subs in his first video. I'm like, oh, cool. Then I see him a week later. He's got 2 or 3 videos out and he's got like 5,000 subs, which was what I had at the time. And he was like 10,000. Boom, boom. He's up to like 32K now.
What, I've got some beekeeping friends that their long form videos, hardly anybody watches them at all. However, they built their subscriber count just on shorts, right?
Yeah.
Putting out shorts and getting a bunch of subs. But at some
25,000 subs and 200 views on a video.
Yeah.
Well, that's like after we went viral for the Indian Christmas music. And then,
yeah.
So that'll pay if you get the views, right? But now I actually reached out to YouTube the other week and I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, my band and my shadow band. I'm like, because my views on I put a short out, and usually it would be before I went viral, I would, in the first 15 minutes, 30 minutes, I could get anywhere from 1 to 500, and then it would climb up to like 5 to 10,000. And that was like normal for my channel. And now it's like, I'm lucky if I get 30 or 50 views in the first day. But I reached out, they're like, no, nothing's wrong with your channel. Everything's good on our end. No bugs, no nothing. But yeah, you need millions of views. We got 24 million views. Like 11 of them were engaged, and that paid out like $3,800. But
well, I mean, I'm looking
viral
right now. You've got 21,300 subs ish on this channel, and right now there's 7 watching, and I'm one of the 7, right? Because I've got it up on the screen. So
I'm 2 of the 7.
All right, so 5 other people other than me and Brad. And if you're watching it to see how the stream's coming through,
so I have it in the in like the live stream studio, so it's through the YouTube studio. I'm watching it, so it might be. But usually I've done it before where I have that always set up and I'm the first one in and on there. And it always registers 0 still. It doesn't really register that if you're in the studio.
Well, so yeah, I mean, mine's just the opposite, right? I get lots of watch hours from live streams.
Yep.
And now I'm starting to do a little bit of shorts, but I'm not a shorts master by any stretch of the imagination, right? Yeah. So doing a few shorts, but I've gotten to 3,200 subs, and that's kind of like the brakes went on, until something crazy happens, I guess.
When we were at that point, we were there so we got monetized in 2024, and we went from 1,600 subs up to 2,500, and then we sort of stagnated, and then we hit 5K real quick, and we stayed at 5K for 8 months. And then we started doing the milk streams again, got up to 9.8K or something. And then we had the viral videos, and that just shot us off 12,000, almost 13,000 subs.
You know what? So with the viral videos, I mean, I know that, hey, it's a great payday when you get one that hits like that. However,
it's not people that watch my content or my style of content.
Right. It's a silver bullet, right? It's hey, that was great. Next month, be back panhandling for likes. That's me on my channel. It's I get a couple people that'll super chat and stuff like that. One guy every week, $20. Every time I go live, $20, nice. Right? And he's real generous. And then you get a guy that probably he's been on the stream several times, and for the abuse we take when he comes on the stream, he needs to be super chatting $200 every week.
You could say it on my stream because he probably doesn't know my channel yet.
Brad knows who I'm talking about.
Isn't he the guy that gives you $1.99?
Yeah, $1.99 guy.
Yeah.
But
he's the good guy.
But I will say that even $1.99 is better than 90% of the people that are on there, because they're totally there for the free content, right?
Yeah.
And if you've done this for any period of time, when you get this Friday night stream going and there's a lot of people watching it, it'll get to the point that where if you decide to take a Friday off, you'll start getting emails and texts and everything else saying, hey, where are you tonight?
You're my Friday night special.
Sorry, my kid had a birthday. We went out to dinner or whatever.
About 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I decided I'm going to do a weekly, just a weekly video, a weekly vlog, and it's supposed to be just a rough cut thing that I wouldn't have to spend a lot of time editing and whatnot. Well, I get carried away, of course, and it comes out every week, Saturday at 6 a.m. Central Time, and boy, if I don't put a video, if it's late, or I didn't have much content a year ago when I put a 7-minute video out, and boy, did I get that heck for that, because my videos are long. My videos they're 30 to 60 minutes and sometimes more.
Yeah.
So they're involved, but people get involved in the story, I guess, and it's kind of oh, we got to see what's going on this week, kind of thing.
But they got to realize, I mean, if you look at you guys as backdrops, not much is happening in the way of beekeeping.
It's trouble. It's hard for me to, and then in the thick of the season, it's hard to take the time to do it because I'm so busy, right?
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things. But I was thinking, we've got diversity in channels here, Mike. Between us, we need to promote each other's channels.
Yeah. Make sure everyone that's it, all 7 of you, 6 of you in the stream, make sure you guys go and sub over to Bob and Brad.
I'll be watching for the jump in stats. Well, there's those 7 people.
What's up, Io?
Wow, 600 pounds. Did I miss something?
Yeah, when I was talking about my cabinet.
Yeah, we showed the
Oh,
cabinet up there.
600 pounds in that cabinet.
600 pounds.
And I mean, not everybody needs something that big, but so
Yeah,
incandescent bulbs I was using. I've got 600 watts of heat in that,
Really?
and I've got two, these 6-inch duct fans that you can buy.
Yep.
I've got two of those, and so I've got my heater unit in the center at the bottom, underneath the floor, and
Okay.
then I've got two of those fans that blow air up, just two register boots like you'd have in your house.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the top, at the back, I have the same size capacity duct coming out at the top, and it goes down the back and
And
comes
then
out
so
into
it's
the heater
circulating
box.
so it
air.
So I've
circulates
got
it.
continuous circulation
Oh,
through
that's
there.
nice.
Yeah, and so
Now,
it just almost eliminates hot spots and whatnot.
could you put anything in like a dehydrator in there and put like screen tops on to bring moisture content down if any moisture was too high? Would you be able to do that with that, you think?
To dry the honey.
Dehydrate it, dry it out. Yeah.
Yeah. If you had like, let's say your moisture content was at like 20%, but like, because sometimes I've had cappings where like I'll uncap them, and I always like test a little piece of like every
Yeah.
third frame or so just to see. And I've had capped honey, fully capped frame, be at like 19-20% moisture.
Capped honey, eh?
Yeah, but then the
Yeah.
rest of my stuff was all at like 16%. So I'm just like, well, it's going to even itself out. It'll be
It
fine.
will. It
Yeah.
will.
I think a
Yeah.
cabinet.
I want to know what nectar source they got it from. I'm so
Yeah.
curious if someone has a sugar pot out or something, and they're just like,
Drying the
from
honey
high
is
school?
so much easier in the comb, you
Yeah.
know. And do you know that 50% relative humidity is right about where you want to be?
Okay.
So if your room is 50%, then
Mhm.
the honey will equalize at about 18.
Yeah.
So that I run my hot room at 50% humidity, and that's
Okay.
so when I bring my honey in, if there's any open honey, it's going to either dry down to 50 to 18, or even if it's dry, because selling 14% honey, you're not selling the extra water, right? You're
Yeah.
selling it by weight, so
Yeah.
you don't want to be too dry, you're losing money.
Exactly.
But after you extract it, if you got it in a pail or something, that's really hard to dry that.
Do you guys
Yeah.
have any recommendations for West Texas for logo makers? Are you
Well-
talking about like one of those little printers or something? Because
Tell you what,
he's got a quail farm that he started, so I'm guessing he's looking for labels for his
this little
For
guy,
graphic design or printing.
on my Swarm Lure logo came from Fiverr.
I was going to say
Oh,
Fiverr
nice.
is a good one, I think.
Yeah, Fiverr. You can. How much did you pay the person for it? Because I know they got them as low as like $5 and then as high as like
Yeah, I think I paid
$500.
like $75.
Okay, that's
But he
not
gave
bad.
me unlimited like redos, right?
Redos.
Yeah, if I was like, yeah, I like it, but could you change this?
Yeah.
And I think the guy he was not from around here, I'll say that. And at any look at that.
Oh, Rodney, thank you, brother.
Hey,
Tuesday nights I've got a beak.
So
that come hard like that.
So okay, so Pure Alaska, he's up in Alaska, and he's got to talk to you, Brad, because I'm sure you guys are gonna deal with like the same cold weather survival up there.
oh
And
yeah,
he's thinking about getting bees in the spring, I think.
sure. Yeah, well, get a hold of me.
Yeah.
You can, if you go to my channel, you can click on the about thing, and you can get an email address there if you want to email me.
That's the that's the thing with live streams though. Everybody's from all over, right? So that's why I like doing these, because you get perspective. Like you're looking at my videos like, man, you got drones in February, and I'm
couldn't
looking at
believe
you
it.
and you're like,
This is what I got.
yeah,
You're like sitting there and you're like, oh look, there's a drone right there. And I'm like, holy shit, it's February 5th or 6th. I'm like,
Yeah.
And then you're like, but the pollen's still frozen to the pollen patties or subs.
well, I got the pollen patties in my freezer, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess so,
actually
right?
have some dry sub. I should make some up. Just get some sugar and make some up.
I found it.
slap a
I
patty
found it
on.
when I started hanging around with, getting to know Bob and a lot of the other guys. It's not just somebody down south in a warmer climate, but it's, there's a guy who's out in the Pacific Northwest, so he deals with, humidity in the winter.
wet
I used
all
to
day
live
long.
out that way, so I know what that's like. Texas, we got Florida, we got California, So knowing all these people and listening to all their stories and seeing all their management struggles and whatnot, it really helps me understand my bees because it's the same bees, right?
Yeah.
But the way they have to manage them, like Bob, for example, he'll be feeding his bees in December, or he'll be feeding his bees in January, and I'll be thinking, well, why? Because once I feed these bees up, they're just kind of hunker down and go to sleep and hang out until April is the
Yeah.
next time they get fed. So understanding the difference, right?
That's
That
crazy.
they're brooding, Bob's bees are brooding, Bob's bees are flying and stuff like that. So there's
Well,
a big difference.
we actually in what was it? I guess it's 3 years ago that I went up to Manitoba. So that means I've known you for probably going on 4 years almost, right?
Was it 3 years ago? Last
Yeah.
year? Oh, I thought it was
This
2.
year will be 3 years. Like when the conference happens, it'll be 3 years.
2. Okay, I thought it was 2
Like
years. I
this
thought
month,
you were
it's 3 years.
I thought you were here the year before Bob Binney was here, and he
Yeah.
was here last year. He was here last year.
But it's been a year since Bob went, right?
Yeah, so that's a year, and then a year
All
before
right.
that
So
you
maybe
were
it's
here.
3 years total then that we've
2
known each
years.
other.
Yeah, at least 3 years.
So, but when that all started, when we started our conversations, our perceptions have changed about what beekeeping is, right? So I
Mhm.
think it's natural for us to say, oh, that guy's got it easier because he can put his bees up and not have to deal with them all winter long. And for him, he's saying, well, for that guy, it's easier because his bees don't have to get put up and they just do whatever.
Yeah.
But it is it's kind of been enlightening. I don't
Yeah.
think it's easier either way. They both have
No.
their struggles, right? But
I always felt that, oh, it must be easy keeping bees down south because, you don't have 40 below all winter kind of thing, and the bees don't sit in the box for 5 months and not go out for poop. But then I learned, holy cow, it's not. And when I was thinking that as and looking at people down, Florida and Georgia and stuff, and that's like, oh, my bees died. It's kind of like, but your bees can fly. Why are they dying? But it's so much harder because they're not
there's,
kind of dormant,
Yeah.
right?
They eat through a lot of feed and
They eat a
everything.
lot of feed.
I
These
think
guys hardly any brood at all, and so they're hardly eating anything.
I'm in a geographical anomaly because if I was down in Florida, stuff blooms in Florida pretty much all year round.
Yeah.
Here, they're flying, but there's nothing for them to forage on.
Looking for
Right.
nothing.
So they're just burning up resources, which
Yeah.
makes me have to always make sure I have feed on them. And if I don't, if I get caught slipping, and this is something that I learned from dealing with you guys in Canada, it's like, oh, as soon as we pull the honey,
Yeah.
we
Feed 'em
we
up.
feed them right up,
Yeah.
right? And I would be like, yeah, okay, we're gonna have a little bit of a fall flow, but it's sporadic, and you don't know how much you're gonna get. And then on top of that, what's happening, and this is where it clicked for me, what's happening between the time I harvest and that fall flow? I've got a dearth, right?
Yep.
And they're robbing each other out, and hive beetles are taking them over, and a bunch of other issues. So I was able to limit the robbing by slapping feed on everybody. And bees do pretty well in Texas for sure. Got several friends in Texas that keep bees.
People here, new beekeepers, mostly they'll ask me to say, "Oh, isn't it too hot for the bees?" And I
Too
say,
hot?
"Well, they keep bees in Texas too, you know." Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like we get a 30-degree day, and everybody's, "Oh no, my bees, it's so hot." No,
I've had bees out here and it's like 114.
30 is like 80F or something,
Yeah.
or 85.
Yeah. So like
And-
we've gotten up, I think last summer we had 102. It was like 105 on the heat index.
Yeah.
And was that like 38 Celsius, 39 Celsius? It's like it's up there.
No, it's over 40. Yeah.
Over 40, yeah.
Yeah.
I know
And
it's hot.
which is unheard of here.
when
I
it's
think
so hot, the bees move outside of the hive.
yeah.
Oh, I got a good picture with that one.
In
me
my
find it.
life, I have seen, I think, 42
And
here. And
Mike,
that's
I've had
highly
that happen at
unusual.
night. It's so hot
Really?
that the bees
Well,
stay out at night.
I've had them do the same thing, and
I
I'm
have
lucky I
actually
got
had
my
that too.
electric line out because we got a lot of skunks around here. I would only imagine a skunk will just come eat them all up at night. My dog got sprayed one night. I got sprayed
Here,
too.
Alaska. I know it's like 30 degrees. Canadians melt at 30 degrees. That's the melting point of Canadians.
He says he gets like 120. Yeah, that's
I'm near Winnipeg, Manitoba, so right in the center of Canada,
Who do I
literally in the center of Canada.
Jeremy Granado or Granado.
Not Granado, it's close to that, Granando or something.
He's in West Texas.
Mm.
He does really well out there. I mean, to the point to where he sold all of his bees, and the next year he decided, yeah, I'll get back into bees, and bought all of his equipment or bought equipment back and filled them all back up with bees. And he always makes a ton of honey.
If you look at the border between North Dakota and Minnesota, and then you see where that border hits the Canadian border, and you go 89 miles north of there, you'll be sitting on top of my house.
There we go. Here's a good beard.
A little
Nice.
bearding.
Yeah, they were like, so this is when I had them up on I had cinder blocks and then 4x4s in between them. So they had like a foot or so to the ground. They were to the ground. That
What
whole
season
bottom
was
area.
When
I
was
think it was July maybe.
July, yeah.
Yeah, but it was so hot, and they stayed out there day and night for like 3 days.
But you see how your grass is nice and green and the weeds are nice and green? Mine will be brown.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Do you have a flow most of the summer, Mike, or is there dirt in the middle?
I'd say around mid-July is when we start hitting the dearth, and it'll pick back up again from like August 14th this year. We had goldenrod blooming.
Yeah.
And
See,
then
that's
my
another
neighbor
thing I learned about the flows is so many places have the spring flow and the fall flow with that big dearth in the middle, and as you go north, those come together like this.
They merge.
And in my part of the world, it's one flow in the middle, right?
Yep.
It's so condensed. It starts about summer solstice, and it ends second week in August.
Wow.
So
right? It's like 6 weeks.
And the other part of that is
and we'll make 300 pounds of honey.
The reason he needs a warming box that'll hold 600 pounds of honey is because each one of his hives will do 200 pounds of honey.
Which is incredible.
And you're saying at 200 could be considered a crop failure in some instances?
Well, I don't want to overstate it. The absolute average is 175, but the big, professional commercial guys really know what they're doing.
They're looking to push 250
to 300. And I've heard guys have the odd crop up to 500 pounds.
Wow.
Well, Ian, there was a picture of Brad and Corey went to Ian's, and Brad is 6'4".
So my reach is 8 feet, right? And I was stretching to get the lid off of his hives.
Wow, it was that tall?
Yeah.
How many deeps does he have up? Like 5
I
or
forgot
6,
how to count.
7?
There was, and that's a single bird chamber. That's a 1 deep bird chamber, and then a queen excluder and all honey supers. We were taking 5 off. We were leaving 2 on, and we're putting. So that would have been. I think that would have been 7.
7 boxes stacked.
7 or 8 deeps high we had, and then we were taking the top 5, and we were putting 2 back on. So there was still 4 or 5 left on the hive when we took 5 off.
Holy crap!
That time, yeah, it was pretty crazy.
That's incredible.
So if I'm getting the average, U.S. is like 55 pounds on average per hive.
Yeah. So I think in my area, we usually pull about like 40 to 50 pounds average. Sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more.
If you ask any beekeeper, they'll tell you, at least in the States, a deep will hold 100 pounds of honey, right? There's some disagreements and discrepancies on that.
Uh-huh.
But if you're only averaging 55 pounds, you only need one honey super deep.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
What's up, Rodney? Welcome.
What's up, everyone?
How's it going?
Hey, it's going good. So my question is
Hey.
with the bees, like, insulating them through the winter time and stuff. I know the pink, insul foam and stuff but my concern, I guess, and there's really nothing we can do about it, is we had probably 2 weeks straight where we were close to negative 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And then
Yeah.
we were, for about 2 months, we were in the negative 40s.
Yeah.
So what's the likelihood of the survival of the hive in those kind of temperatures, even
Well,
insulated?
fortunately, they do cold really well. The cold will make them eat more. So
Okay.
then there's a couple of things you need to do to take that into account. Obviously, more feed, but as they consume feed, they produce moisture, so you have to have proper ventilation and let the moisture go and stuff like that. These have 2 inches of polystyrene clad on a wooden box.
Okay.
Do you get lots of snow too?
Typically, except for this weird winter, we've only gotten about 4 feet so far this year, but typically
Okay.
we'll get anywhere from 8 to 15 feet.
Okay, well, 4 feet to me is lots of snow. It's more snow than I typically see. If you can get your beehives buried in the snow, like if you can get them under 2 or 3 or 6 feet of snow, that's perfect. Just totally
Oh,
covered.
okay.
Yeah, leave them alone.
Gets the igloo effect, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh.
If you ran, he dropped
He's
out.
probably driving through a pass right now.
Yeah,
He'll be back.
we'll wait for him to come back to. There's a guy up north there that he should talk to. He's in Canada, but he's in Yukon, I think, isn't he? Which was a lot warmer than where what did you say the Alaska guy's name was?
Etienne.
No, I'm asking Mike. The
Which
Alaska. What was his name?
Pure Alaska.
Rodney.
Rodney.
Yeah,
So
Pure
I
Alaska.
don't know exactly where Rodney is, but
He's over like north of Anchorage, I think.
okay, so he's in the cold part of Alaska.
Yeah.
Yeah, Etienne is not nearly as cold there. Yukon is actually quite warm.
West
he would
Texas.
do good with
Bob.
some poly hives.
Bob, I know ships honey. If you're looking to buy, I don't ship
Etienne
any
has
honey right
only
now.
polyhives.
Where do I sell my honey? A table in my front yard.
Yeah, it's gravy.
Well, you sell online too, right, Bob?
I do sell online, but I don't sell a lot of honey online. But I do sell online.
Well, I think maybe West Texas will buy some from you. He says there's no farmer markets there, so.
Well, yeah. So I don't go to any markets. I just recently picked up a store. When I say a store, it's a visitor center, the city's visitor center. So I've got some honey in there, but I would say 99% of my honey sales is right at the table, 6-foot table in my front yard. And I've got some local honey signs and a couple of those, what do you call them, feather flags in there. And I mean, I'm not shy. I don't mind sharing numbers. Since I started doing numbers, in December I sold about $4,000 worth of honey from my table, and that was in what, Brad, about 2 weeks that I was doing that, right?
Yeah, you do really well.
That's
in
awesome.
December.
In January, I sold $3,171 at the table. And I have to kind of put an asterisk next to that because we had snow 2 weeks in a row, rain and cold weather. So I wasn't even out there for like the last 3 weeks. I haven't been at the table. So the first 2 weeks of the month, $3,000 in honey sales. And today was my first day in February that I was out, and I did $210. So I average right around, if I'm out there, around a little over $200 a day on days that I'm out there at my table. And now it's taken me, this will be my 7th beekeeping year. So it's taken me that whole time to build up my clientele, but I make a couple of Facebook posts. Hey, I'm out. Here's a picture of the table. A lot of times
Yeah,
I use the same picture out of my phone just to let people know when they see that picture that, hey, he's out there, and they stop.
The poor guy's freezing his ass off. It's 60 degrees in South Carolina.
Yeah,
Let's go help him out.
When I woke up, it was 38 degrees, and then it got up to like 44 when I went out there.
It was
And
3 degrees for me when I woke up.
But, honestly, it's so rudimentary. It is so basic. Let me
Was that Ian's?
Oh, this just throws back to what we were talking about earlier. So that
Oh
was when
my
we're pulling
gosh.
honey at Ian's, and yeah, so those are
9
8 feet back.
stacks.
now do that
Yeah.
1,400 times.
Holy shit. How
Yeah,
many
it's-
employees
well,
does he have? He's
more
got a
than
lot
that,
of employees, right?
1,800.
1,800.
I think he has three or four people working. Well, we had 3 there, 2 of his kids and one other local guy, and then he had, I think, 3 or 4 working the honey house at the same time. See, he has to run the honey house and the yard because he doesn't have enough boxes, and
So
so
he's
he'll
got to
take
pull them,
he'll
have
pull
someone
'em,
whipping them,
they'll
bringing them
extract
back
them,
out, and
and
then
bring them back in about a week.
oh
Yeah.
man,
And
that's an
that's why we
operation.
were pulling. See, that's the bee escape.
Yep.
The queen excluder is here, so this is a honey super, and we were pulling everything off and then putting 2 back on. Taking the escape off and then putting 2 back on. So we're pulling 6, and then there would be 3 honey supers left after that. And this one was mostly full when we were pulling.
That's awesome.
So it's really
How does
it's
the
really
bee
cool.
escape board work? They can get out from the supers, but they can't get back in.
Yeah, they typically can go down but not up.
Okay.
Because it's a cone.
It's a
Well, this
little
is-
kind of
Gotcha.
a
Like that.
labyrinth. There's
I've got
different
one
kinds.
that's got cones in it, so they can
Yeah.
they can travel out the cone like a
Uh-huh.
trap out, right? They can
Yeah,
go
yeah.
out the cone, but they can't figure out how to get back in.
Okay.
I think the
nice.
key is the screened part, because there's always going to be a screen part to it.
Mhm.
And when they want to go back up in a honey super, they're wanting to go up through the screen.
Yeah.
Whereas when they're trying to go down, they can come through the cones, or I use a triangle type. It's called a Quebec bee escape. It's like a triangle labyrinth thing, and they have to come down and go sideways, and then they can. The screen is in the center, so they try to go back up the center, and it doesn't work.
Gotcha.
Doesn't
So
work that way.
what would we figure? About a 500,000 pounds of honey?
Probably.
Yeah,
500,000 pounds?
about 500,000 pounds. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So anyway,
And that's my rudimentary,
so there's the sales table. Yep.
and that's literally, you see the metal chair there? I sit in the chair waving at cars going by, draw their attention over.
I did that one weekend. I'm like, I'm doing a pop-up market because we have about 600 or 700 people following us on our Facebook. I'm like, if you guys are driving by the area, I'm like, you see me waving, feel free to stop by. We got honey, we got this, we got eggs. There was this pizza delivery guy, and he must have been like just like so close, and he kept running the same route up and down past our road. Every time he passed, he's like beep 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 beep, just honking at us.
I had a UPS driver stop today that stopped because his boss was running his route a couple weeks ago and bought honey, and told him if he sees me out there to stop and buy honey to bring to her. So that happened today.
I had a
But,
FedEx guy today bring 200 jars.
If
and
you
he
notice,
busted one, and it
if
was
you noticed, about a third of my table is regular honey.
Yep.
The rest of this is value added products.
so like cream honey or
Flavored
flavored
cream
honey.
honey. I've got board butter. I've got cut comb honey. I've got bee pollen, honey barbecue sauce that I make,
Nice.
hot honey. I've got
What
cinnamon
peppers do
honey
you
butter.
use for the hot honey?
What's that?
What peppers do you use for the hot honeys?
I'm very selective when I go to the grocery store.
Okay.
Whatever they have, right? It's usually jalapeno, habanero, serrano,
Nice.
And I use fresh peppers, so it's a bit of a
Jalapeno is my favorite. I really like it.
I've done ghost peppers on mine. They are so hot.
I actually do have some Carolina Reaper honey. I don't sell much of that because it's just kick you in the face hot.
Yep.
And I try to stay more with the flavor and the sweetness. But I did, some people just want to get the hottest thing they can get. But I mean, you wouldn't think you would sell $4,000 worth of honey off of a table like this in my front yard at not a market, right?
I mean,
Yeah. That's
If
crazy.
people know you're there, and if you got a good traffic in your area, and it's a good place to pull over.
Well, it's not a good place to pull over. I've
No.
got an irrigation ditch right along the road, so they have to pull in. I've got 2 driveways they have to pull in.
Okay.
And I'm not on a main road. I'm like in between 2 main roads, so it's a good cut between. But it works, And I built it up over, like I said, 6 years. So, but when I left my job, it was like it's Brad's fault because Brad said. I was sitting here. It's like, oh, I got to find a job. I got to do this. He's like, well, have you tried to sell any honey? I said, it's Monday. I don't think it would sell on a Monday. And I went out and sold $300 worth of honey. I'm like, okay, well, we'll try this again tomorrow. And then I started doing a spreadsheet to track the daily sales, right? Yep. And $200, some days you may not. You might get $100. You might get $50. I've had that happen. But when that happens and it's real slow, I go out and work my bees, or I use my leaf blower and blow the ground off, or something like that to try to help it out. But yeah, it's very basic. Matter of fact, this tablecloth was new this year, this thing that I bought, and the 2 feather flags. Before that, I just had one sign in the yard, Okay. We can stop sharing that.
If you're going to get frames and boxes, Texas, definitely get them unassembled if you have like framing nailers and everything. We're not framing, but like finished nailers. Or my favorite is the crown stapler, but you'll save yourself probably like $5 to $15 per box at least if you build stuff yourself.
Yeah, boxes are really regional wherever you can get a hold
and
of them.
In Texas, I've seen a lot of people selling used equipment or equipment with bees in it because they give you a good ag exemption if you have bees on your property. People that I've talked to said that it's really easy to get out yards because they get the ag exemption for having the bees on their property, so they get a tax break, but you get to have an out yard, right, to keep bees. So it does help out.
That's pretty nifty. I have to show the government $10,000 of honey sales if I want any exemptions for tax purposes.
Yeah,
I don't get any exemptions.
I don't get any exemptions.
Well, I shouldn't say that. I am classed as a farmer, so I get, I don't know, a little bit.
That's kind of the nice thing about up here. You don't get any exemptions, but the government really doesn't tell you what you can and can't do with your land, So
that is a nice thing.
Want. Yeah.
That's a lot like here. The odd thing is the state says I can sell 4,800 pounds of honey. The trick is they don't know how much honey I make. They don't know how much a beehive produces. They don't know how many beehives I have. So, and I've never had anybody show up to say, how much honey have you sold this year? So it's been a good thing.
Right.
4,000 pounds is a lot of honey.
Well, 480 gallons.
Gallons, yeah. I think it's like, is it 400 or 500 gallons? And so you need the commercial facilities to extract something crazy like that.
They don't know how much you're making.
I know.
Right? It's anything over that, they want you to be, they want you to have the commercial license, right? Some of the stuff I do, I'm in the gray area, like flavored creamed honeys, gray area, right? Mm-hmm. Barbecue sauce, real gray area. but it kind of falls under the Cottage Food Act, and
Look at how
So
much honey.
that's most of my crop one year.
Now that's a lot of honey.
Wow.
So 50 pounds a pail. And there's probably
And what state are you in? If you, yeah,
I'm in Manitoba.
yeah, bread's in Canada.
So there's
Am I broken up?
probably
Yeah, you're back now.
I'm in Manitoba.
Oh, okay.
There's probably
Bread,
10
I was wondering.
10
I was wondering what state or where he was that he didn't have the.
Oh, I'm in
Lost
South
you again.
Carolina.
Oh,
He's probably going through those Alaska passes.
I was
they're
just saying
freaking
there's
brutal
probably
for
10
service.
to 12,000 pounds there. There's 50 pounds.
That's awesome.
I put 50 pounds in the pail.
And not
So,
to be
anyway,
little,
not showing off. Just
not to be little, but that's on like 200 colonies.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
not even that. 125, 130 maybe.
That's amazing.
Now, for me to do that same amount of honey, I would have to have 500 colonies or more, right?
Well, no, my mentor, he says he averages like 35 to 45 pounds per colony, and he runs 500. He pulls 10 tons, so like 20,000 pounds a year with 500.
Well, and that's geographical, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Are you
So
pulling
if I
less than that?
If I don't pull all my honey off, like around the end of June, they're going to eat through it, right?
Yeah.
During the dearth. So I have to pull it off and put feed out.
Okay.
But it's, we all have our challenges, right?
Yeah.
As far as
100%.
beekeeping. Like Brad can bring them inside, but he doesn't have to worry about hive beetles, right? I have to worry about those.
Right.
So
I had my first hive last year that I actually got. It was a weaker colony, and it was one of my nukes that I was like trying to get built out into a deep. And I popped them open. I installed them in. Like 7 or 8 days later, I went to check on them, see how they're doing, and I just go, I'm like, oh, something doesn't smell right about this.
right.
And I looked, 2 of the frames are all slimed out, beetles everywhere. And I'm like, oh no.
I think it was my first year. My first year, I was very aggressive trying to grow, right? Split. And yeah, a lot of YouTube videos that I was watching, they said, oh, you can do that. You can split them. And hey, I did. I split them. And I had a bunch of colonies. But what they don't tell you is, hey, watch out for the hive beetles.
Mm-hmm.
I had 5-gallon buckets.
Oh my God. Filled with
that
them?
had beetle larvae in it, right?
Wow.
Guess where they went? Right to the chickens.
Yeah.
Dumped them all in there, and the chickens tore them up.
Wow.
And then I learned, oh, well, let's just let these be packed all the time, and then stronger splits.
Nice.
So just another reference, I got right this year. I don't have as many colonies this year. I've got 31 outdoors, like what you see behind me here, and then these nukes. These are 6-frame polystyrene nukes. These are my queen rearing fruits, I guess you'll call it.
Okay.
So there's 44 6-frame nukes in the building this winter. So they're tucked away in the 4-degree C
Nice.
environment in
Stress
there.
on them.
Yeah,
Love it.
and less work for me too, right? You just put them in the building. That's it.
If I were, you said his name's Norman. Was it Norman? Was the guy that came on from Alaska?
Rodney.
If I were Rodney, I would go with poly right out of the gate, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah, probably.
absolutely.
Just have that little bit of extra protection because
Those
3/4 of
Lyson
an inch.
hives, even here,
The
Lyson hives have what, 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches of poly.
Inch, and if they're like mine, they're 1.5 inches. Yeah,
And
wow.
even
probably
here,
about R7, 7.5. I figure.
those end up being the strongest colonies coming out of the winter.
Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah.
I've got one colony with like a chunk missing out of it, and they're the strongest ones I've got.
Brad's got some Swiss cheese hives.
Those ones in the picture, those are good 20-footers because when you get up close, they're just
They
beads
look
full
like
of holes. Well,
Wax
what
moth.
happened was I got them for free, right? I
okay.
got about 40 of them from this guy for free because he got out of beekeeping and he had all this equipment stashed
Mm,
and it had comb and everything in them, so it got really infested with wax moth. And
yeah,
wax moth will eat
they'll
right through
dig
a
channels
polystyrene
through it.
hive, right? It'll go
Yeah,
right through it. And
really.
so they're right full of holes and everything.
Oh
They're
man,
really bad, but the bees don't care. They
yeah.
do really well in
The
those.
chunk missing from mine is from a bear attack.
Oh
Ripped
yeah.
the chunk out of the corner.
And they'll just propolize it right up too. At least here, they propolize everything
Oh, no,
together.
this one's a pretty big
Even
hole.
West Texas say they're probably going to get a hive this spring. Even polystyrene in Texas, because you get that sun, you get that heat.
It could melt it.
Polystyrene is perfect for that.
I was not going to melt it.
It just keeps
No.
it just well the insulation doesn't keep things warm. It decouples
Okay,
thermally, right? So it works to keep things warm in the cold and keep things cool in the heat, right? So they would still
gotcha.
work really well in Texas.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in polystyrene.
Do you
Just put-
guys know any Texas beekeepers? I'm curious if would he have bug problems down there?
Oh,
I'm sure he would still have wax moths, 100%. He'll definitely have
yeah.
mites still.
he'll probably have hive beetles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They,
there are lots of pests in Texas.
Mhm.
Mites, beetles,
Probably get scorpions in your
for
hives.
sure.
And if you're not careful, you'll get like a
Likely.
little rattlesnake curled up. If you're running them on top of pallets, you'll get a rattlesnake under there.
Likely.
Granado, Granado.
Right.
Granado.
Jeremy, he's a good guy.
He's
He's a good guy. I was going to show
he's
what I
in
was gonna
San
show-
Angelo, but he
Um,
keeps bees all over out there.
this is the Rodney can watch the replay. This beekeeper is in Yukon,
Okay.
and now I don't know that he has the best tutorial videos on how to start beekeeping,
Uh-huh.
but he has really good videos on winter. He uses polystyrene hives, and he is extremely technical. He knows more about the temperature characteristics of the hive through the winter and all that kind of stuff. But he's very, very technical. So he's just be a good one to watch for a guy like Rodney to kind of get a handle on what does a guy go through.
Yeah.
Etienne's season is so short. I think my season is short, but Etienne's season is 2 months shorter than mine. It's
Yeah.
just incredible.
But they have longer days. Their daylight
Very
is
long
longer.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously a day's 24 hours, but they have longer
More
daylight.
daylight. Yeah.
Yeah, up where he
he's
is, I think he's got like 4 hours of like twilight.
It's still
Basically.
daylight right now.
Yeah.
Huh?
The
Yeah.
sun was shining over there.
Yeah, for him it's like 5 in the afternoon.
Where Brad is, it doesn't even really get fully dark that I've seen.
In the middle of summer here, like around solstice and, give or take a month or so, I can see the glow in the north all night.
That's cool.
It doesn't, it gets dark, but I can see that it's glowing in the north.
Now, do you
Even
guys
here.
get good northern lights up there?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, right.
yeah, for
There
sure.
right now, I always keep like watch on like the solar stuff that's going on.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if it's moved past because I haven't checked it out in a couple of days. But there is this massive sunspot, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think they said it's like currently a couple of days ago it was half the size of the Carrington events solar spot. And if that blows up towards us, we are going to be in for like a nice solar storm.
Don't let Mike meet Alex.
No.
They'll talk about stars and so I'll tell you a story about Alex. Alex is a good guy.
Alex is a good guy.
But we were having a discussion at one time about the name of his apiary, and he started going on. Did he not say it was something to do with the constellations and something solar? And what's the name of his apiary?
And I figured out what he was saying. The Lagrange point is the point when you're flying away from an object like Earth
Okay.
toward like sun. The Lagrange point is the point where you've crossed over the draw of the Earth, and now you have the draw of the sun, right? That's the Lagrange point. We're
So you're getting
know,
out of
we-
one gravitational pull and into another type deal.
more or less, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he named his apiary Lagrange bees, right?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
But we started. He was having a hard time selling his honey. First of all, he's an introvert, right? So we'll say that he's not very comfortable.
And I told and it took him like 2-3 minutes to explain to me what, and I said, that's your customer. You lost your customer after 10 seconds, right?
Right. So we had him creaming honeys and doing some things, and he was selling some. He was having some success, taking it to work and selling it at work and stuff like that. And but that just wasn't his game, right? He liked keeping the bees, but he's not the people person, and he's not the marketer to try to sell his product. So we were coming up with stuff like the Creamy Dreamy Honey Company, right? And he was always talking about his basswood tree. And he made it sound like, make all this basswood honey. And I'm sitting here thinking he's on a forest of basswood trees.
He's got one tree on the property.
He's got one tree.
Right. So then it became more like the Keebler Elves, where he has a magical basswood tree. And
it was the One Tree Honey Company.
Well, I've got one basswood tree on the corner of my property.
So then we came up with the One Tree Honey Company. And he's like, no, I'm Lagrange bee. It was like, yeah, that can be that, right? But you can still market your honey. It doesn't have to always say the name of your apiary on it, or it could say the One Tree Honey Company, packed by Lagrange bees, or however you want to do it.
Let me tell you about
Lagrange bees, the One Tree Honey Company.
When your bees are flying away from their colony, there's a gravitational pull that pulls them back to the colony. It's almost like a satellite GPS in their head. But when they get close to another colony that's near their colony, there's something called drift, something interesting in space. And they could drift right over to that next gravitational pull if the queen's pheromones are getting thrown out.
It's like a 20-minute dissertation on why I named it Lagrange. It's like Walker Bee Ranch. Why did you call it Walker Bee Ranch?
And then
my last name is Walker, and I've got bees, and that's what I chose. So which is why my swarm lure is a cowboy, right? It's like,
it was so funny when we were naming our farm, where we were very windy where we are, because we're right on the edge of the valley. We have like a 1,1400 foot mountain on the other side of the road. So we're maybe Windswept Farm or Windy Valley Farm. And then we were thinking something like with our dog. And then we're just like, you know what, just like Michael, Jackie, MJ Farm. And then people at the farmers markets, they go, MJ Farms? Like, no, we grow vegetables. We don't make you one. We love it. But there's actually a lot of pot farms around us. There's a lot of pot farms around us.
That's interesting you talk about the windy, this and that, because we call our place Windy Acres.
Oh, yeah?
Right?
Nice.
Oh,
yeah, the wind's always blowing.
Am I frozen again?
No, you're here. I hear you.
So see, the story behind that, when I moved here, the name of the town is Lebo, Libau, Lebo. And it's really funny to hear people try to say it, because around, generally around Canada, around southern Manitoba, if it's not an English word, it's probably a French word. So people try to say it French, but it's actually Russian. So it's really kind of comical to make them try to make a Russian word into a French word. But anyway, it's named after the little town where the settlers left on the coast of Latvia. It's a town called Liepaja. And the literal translation of that town's name is where the wind comes from.
Oh,
and
cool.
And it's a good name for here, because I am a mile from the 11th largest lake in the world.
Okay.
And
nice.
There's a lot of wind comes
off it. Yeah.
Yeah, and just not a lot of mature trees right around my house.
Okay.
So that's why I called it Windy Acres.
I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to step away for 1 second, use the restroom, gentlemen. I'll be back in a sec.
He's doing a
Talk
Charlie.
amongst yourselves.
Yeah, talk amongst yourselves. It's almost like I've done a live stream before.
Yeah, exactly. Carry it, Bob. We could do anything we want.
We can hijack the whole show. Ha ha ha.
Hijack the whole show.
Well, I mean, I would like to ask you what you're doing with your bees, but I already know. Nothing.
This is what I'm doing with my bees.
My bees are slightly ahead of yours at this point of the game.
Oh yeah, drones and all.
Yeah, that was really surprising. So hopefully, I mean, they even had stores get him banned and say no
Say
words.
the no words. Oh yeah. Let's say the no words and get them banned.
Well, we could just play like George Carlin clip, right? That where he says all of the banned words.
Yeah, we could
Play some music and get a copyright strike while he's gone.
Wasn't our idea. It was West Texas's idea.
I'm back.
Well,
West
you're
Texas was
officially
trying
banned.
to get us to say all the bad words and get your channel banned.
Say the no words.
Get you some copyright strikes.
Yeah.
Drinking the agua.
Yeah, thirsty. I never drink enough water in the wintertime. I've always got that problem.
I never drink enough water at all. Ever.
Usually I'm good in the summertime. I'll drink like probably half a gallon a day or more.
Let's see. So the only one chatting is West Texas and us.
Yeah. Rex Testic. He's actually been on here. He's got a bunch of quail. It's funny. He found them under my shorts, I think. And then he's like, oh, I got to get quail. And he's got a bunch and I think he's getting more, he said.
He just found the quail eggs in your shorts.
Yeah. Well, I have one short that's with quail
Brad,
in my shorts.
Yeah.
Yes, I get you. I've got one quail video and it's got like 60,000 views or something on it.
You know, Brad and I we hit it off right away on these live streams because we would be little subtle jabs.
Mm-hmm.
He'd say something crazy and I'd just bust out laughing.
Or it'd be a movie reference, right? That he would pick up and it would just fly over everybody else's head on the stream. But I'd see him starting to grin and smile back there. At least one person understood what I was saying, you know.
That's funny.
So I want to tell a little story about my day, a little part of my day. I've been visiting some of these
show the photo
stores in this big national chain here around in the area, and I was sitting having my lunch the other day and the phone rang and there was manager of one of these stores saying, hey, can you bring your honey in to sell? And I said, yeah. So I went down there today and I met the manager and she's very nice and she knew my product. She's been eating my product, so she knows that it's a nice premium honey.
Nice.
And so I dropped off a bunch of product there, and like an hour after I was there, she sends me a picture of what she's done with my honey. And if you look at the top row, the yellow labels, that's all my honey. There's like 5 or 6 feet of top shelf in her store.
That's awesome.
This is a big grocery chain.
And it's on the sign there too, right?
Yeah, and it's on the sign. You can see it says Faith Apiary's honey right there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So
is that like just like a chalkboard? And they write it in?
Yeah, I don't know. Must be.
Nice. Yeah, it looks kind of like a chalkboard or something.
I like it.
Yeah. So I just love that. That really made my day.
Oh, Ian's here.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Hey, Ian,
guys.
Don't let anybody in on these streams.
Little different channel today, Ian.
Where are we?
Welcome.
We were just bragging on your honey crop.
Mike is the host, and I don't know if you met Mike before on.
I got on just the other week, just after you were getting off.
Oh, okay.
So you had great
I need my haircut.
timing.
Holy moly!
It's okay. I just got mine. Yeah, I'll get the light shining off of it.
Put your hat back on.
I know, right? It's too bright. Just
so Mike's down in North Jersey. North Jersey. And Mike's got a little farm, and he's got some bees there behind him. See, he gets snow too. He's got as much snow as I have,
Okay.
and he's got chickens and quackheads and
Yeah, the ducks.
Quackheads.
We call them the quackheads.
little goats.
The goats. We have quail and rabbits. Yeah, and then our market garden and a small orchard.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah.
So I don't know if you recognized Ian was in the picture with the big. I showed him a picture of your big tall hive you were standing by, Ian.
That was his apiary, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I had Brad and had Corey come out and put Corey to work. And Brad was doing a little videography.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I was carrying boxes too, and I took the lids off.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I think my boy very politely told you to get to work too.
I think I'd utilize that crane. I'd utilize the crane. I wouldn't lift anything with that thing around.
Well, Corey was playing with the crane. I didn't want to break it, so I wasn't going to touch it.
I gotta learn somehow.
You're going to be there. You got to earn your
For context, Ian and I are about a 2-hour drive apart.
Okay, nice.
So, not next door neighbors, but
close enough.
Each other once in a while.
For context, me and Brad,
we're not that far apart, but our weather seems to be completely different some days.
That's wild. Huh?
Yeah.
Are you more north or south?
I'm a little further south.
I'm northeast.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of like that. I'm northeast because I've got the big lake that I told you about. Ian's got an escarpment where he's got a big elevation difference there. What do you think?
Yeah, it's always windy because of that. It's windy, blowing all the time. Yeah. That's the curse.
Yeah.
Although it might not, we're getting windmills, like those great big power generating windmills.
Are they putting those up there?
Yeah, we're going to get a few of them. They haven't decided where they're going to go yet, but we're probably going to get a few. So now, when the wind blows, I can be happy about it because it's making me money. No more complaints.
Put them on your land.
Yeah. So with the solar farms that go in around here, they're like, oh yeah, the price per kilowatt made is so much reduced and this and that. My power, I came in, it was like 11 cents a kilowatt hour or something. It's now at like 21 cents a kilowatt. So in 5 years of being here, my electric bill has doubled.
Wow.
My electric bill this past month was $175, and we're a 2-bedroom house.
I went
and
$75.
You want to see mine?
Yeah. When we moved in, it was $85 in the wintertime.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
big here's difference. A contrast, Mike. Here's a contrast. You're like 20 cents a kilowatt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm paying 9 cents a kilowatt.
Okay.
And my last month bill was $1,000.
How big's your house? Are you electric heat? So many questions.
Everything is electric.
Get a wood stove.
Yeah, I want a wood stove.
Fly me up. I'll cut a hole through your ceiling.
It's not quite that simple.
Hey, Bob, I was watching you at noon today, and holy man, you need a smoker, man.
Things for.
And Ian is telling you need a smoker.
Well, he's just ripping off the insulation.
If I don't take it out there, I won't run it over in my trunk. But the odd thing was they weren't messing with me at all. They were only going after the phone.
Yeah.
They didn't mess with me at all. But I was surprised.
You guys can hear Bob? I can't hear Bob.
I hear Bob.
You can't hear him?
No.
Yeah.
Can't hear you. I can hear you too, but I can't hear Bob.
It's that Apple virus.
I don't know.
Is somebody else that happened to somebody else, or was it Ian?
James. It happened with James too.
James. It's the Apple virus because James Apple too.
I might just take advantage of this. Bob can't talk back to me.
You can't hear Bob.
You know sign language?
So I guess with the windmills going up, you'll have better queen returns because it supposedly kills native bird populations.
Yeah, it does. It does. It does. You have all kinds of dead birds out there now.
Yeah, I've had to, I'm not a big believer in that kind of stuff, and I maybe more politics than anything. So now I'm, they're going to put these up. Money talks, of course, so I'm just going to have to bite my pride a little bit and just accept the check when it comes in. That's,
they're putting them up on your land?
Yeah, all across the farm. Just a big area, another development. We have a development further to the west, and it's just an extension onto it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Now
should
he's
try
gotta
to
come onto
set
his
something
streams
up
with a
near it.
hydro sticker on his shirt like NASCAR.
Still
Sponsor.
can't hear you.
Your channel's going to be sponsored by Manitoba Hydro.
I don't care as long as they pay.
I mean, the blades are going to be up high, right? They're like what, like 100 meters up, probably.
Oh boy,
Or
I
more?
will have to get the specs on these, but these are the big ones, the big slow moving ones. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty
I'm
big.
just curious. I'm probably the bees won't be up that high unless they're in like drone congregation areas, right? But I'm just curious if it would kill any bees or if they'd be attracted to it somehow and try to go
The
towards it.
blades don't look like they're going fast, but you know those tips are going pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not sure. They talk more about bats than anything else. I have bee yards around where the towers are, and I've never really considered that actually. Not even thought about it.
Yeah, I
Do you
figured
do
they'd
any
stay
mating
away.
out there?
Pardon me.
Do you do any mating flights out there?
I would say, well, not my breeding yards, but just within the yard itself, just super procedures or queen replacements. I
Yeah,
don't
okay.
notice anything.
Okay.
You hear on a calm day, you'll hear a woof, woof,
Yeah.
woof, like that. So I might have to get used to that. And sometimes when you're close enough to them, you just see a shadow like this. So that might drive me insane. So maybe in 3 years I'll be batty, but I'll have a check in my hand.
Wait till the first time he's got a swarm way up there.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, imagine.
Bob says you get a swarm up on top of one of those and you'll be climbing up collecting your bees.
Yeah, I can get used to this. See you guys translating for Bob for me.
Yeah,
You can just tone it down a little
Bob
bit.
He's lucky tonight.
Oh, that's the
He's
weirdest
lucky
thing.
tonight, he says.
But it's only after.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, why
preparing
only one of
for
us?
the going to England and trying to get these presentations together, and we have our flight ticket booked. We're leaving on the 19th, and we're gonna fly into Heathrow, and we're gonna take or somehow we're gonna get downtown and take the rail up to Birmingham, and then down to Tilford, I guess. So that's gonna be a 3-hour train ride, and then we'll take in the conference, and then we'll rent a car and just get lost in the countryside. So we're gonna be out there for 10 days. Kind of
Oh,
looking
that's
forward
awesome.
to it. Yeah.
Just make sure he's getting lost.
Not looking forward to the whole talking in front of 1,500 people part, but
Oh, that's not bad.
once I get past that, then Sandy and I'll do some exploring.
Just remember, imagine yourself in your underpants. You'll be fine.
Oh, well, maybe I should go out in my underpants.
Everybody else.
No, yourself.
Not myself. No. I gotta get that straight. Yeah, and I think this might be, I just mentioned to Brad a while ago, I think this might be the last time I do any of these convention type things. I think this will be the grand finale. It'll be it. Yeah. Just getting tired, just a little bit tired.
Well, like they say, leave them wanting more, right?
Oh, maybe. There you go. Yeah.
Appamondia.
It just takes so much time. And, it's, I think it's been 8 years. Like I started before we started, you were a director at MBA, and I started videos before that. Then I become director, and I've been a director for 8 years. So maybe it's been 8.5 years, or maybe even 9 years I've been doing this. That's long enough,
That's pretty cool, though.
I would say
It
something,
is.
but
It's
he
really
couldn't hear me
fascinating.
anyway.
It's been kind of a neat kind of journey. Just
I'll translate.
going across the countryside. Am I speaking over Bob?
He's grumbling because you can't hear him.
Oh,
I can't talk any smack.
He said,
It's
I can't
like
talk any smack because I'd say
Oh.
something, but he can't hear me.
I can't hear a
Bob
word.
needs subtitles.
Yeah, but going across the countryside to all these conventions, meeting beekeepers, it's been a pretty fun go at it. It's been a lot of fun making connections and industry work. So it's I've enjoyed every second of it.
Now you're going to be
But
in
that's
the
it.
UK, you said?
Going to the UK, yeah, flying into London.
Message just Alex. He's a beekeeper in the UK.
Oh, okay.
So, and he's got like, I think he's got like 1 million subs or something. No, 674,000 subs. Message him. Hey, what's up? It's called
What's the name of it?
Just Alex.
Just Alex?
Yep.
Oh, it's funny. I don't have him. Is YouTube?
Yeah, he's a YouTuber.
Oh.
And a beekeeper out in UK.
Okay.
In fact, I think he actually was
I'm
on.
here. I'm having bandwidth issues, so I'm trying to conserve.
On David Burns' channel, he had him on a live like a while ago.
Okay.
If you know who David Burns is.
Yeah.
Old Dave.
Yeah. So, how's the weather out in? Where did you say you were? Maryland or no?
Up in Jersey.
Jersey. Yeah.
Yeah. Cold. Tomorrow, I think our high is going to be like 20 Fahrenheit. The low is going to be like -3, and our wind chill all weekend is like -28.
Oh wow! So you guys are cold then.
Yeah.
So would that be typical for you, or is that?
I mean, for where I am, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Because we can get down to like -10 Fahrenheit at our coldest times. So it's nothing out of the normal. It's actually a little above normal for this time of the year. I feel like usually we'll have like weeks of 0 degrees at a time.
Okay. Yeah. That's good for the bees anyways. Shuts them down.
Yeah, they
especially looks
out.
like you have lots of snow there too. So that's good for the bees.
Oh yeah. They're just hunkered down. That's it.
Yeah.
I have one colony I pulled off of a like a trap out. And I didn't think they were going to be in there when I pulled them down, because the first box, I had 2 different buildings I had trap outs on. The first box was empty. I'm like, okay, the other one's going to be empty too, because I was having trouble getting the queen out. And then I pull them down, and this is it's like maybe the second week in January. And I pulled them, and they're starting to hum, and I'm like, oh no, there's actually bees in here. And I'm hoping I didn't break the cluster up too bad. It was like it was warm enough where they should have clustered back up, but like it was just on that cusp. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I got them off the truck. I put them down real easy, and I'll see them when it's warm out.
Said
they're tough. They can be tough though. Yeah. So I bet you they're alive. As long as they're able to keep their cluster, they should be all right.
You got it from a trap out or a trap out?
I remember last time I spilled a colony was bringing the colonies into the shed, and of course I didn't strap things down properly, and one of the 6s fell off and just shattered on the road, just like that. And there's bees everywhere. It's like, oh gosh. And the time before that, and those ones I couldn't salvage. They're just spread out too far. It's too cold. They couldn't cluster.
Yeah.
Time before that, my son, I had him on the forklift. Actually, I have it on video. And he picked up, his first time I was on a forklift, picking up a stack of bees and boxes, bringing it into the winter shed. And he picked it up wrong. When he swung around like this, it just, they went on to
launched.
Yeah, like that. But we were able to put the box close to the bees, and they crawled themselves back into the box, and they're all fine. There's no loss there. So
Nice.
just depends if they're able to regain themselves, I guess, right?
Yeah. And Bob, it was a trap out at a trap house.
Oh, was it?
Yes, low income housing area.
Ask Ian how many barrels of dead bees has he swept up already.
Oh, how many?
Ask him. He
How many
can't hear
barrels
me.
of dead bees have you swept up?
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. Bob was saying, how many barrels of dead bees do you have so far?
Working on 6. Not barrels, though, just garbage bins.
Okay.
So
like
not
50,
too bad.
50-gallon bins?
Yeah, whatever those leaf garbage bins are, the bigger ones. Yeah.
Oh, the big green ones?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, those are probably like 75-gallon.
Waste, just kind of like a waste bin. Yeah, not a barrel size.
Okay. Yeah, because you have them all in the sheds, right?
In my shed, I have them all. Yeah.
Okay.
I could probably sweep again, but there's actually not too bad a drop. How's your shed, Brad? Do you notice any extraordinary drop or anything like that?
It seems pretty normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems pretty normal. I've swept it up once. There's a few bees there. Nothing crazy.
That's
So
good.
ask Ian, since he watched the video, what
Ian,
did he
since you
think
watched the
about
video,
my boxes of bees
what do you think about the boxes of bees
in the video?
in the video?
What was his
For
thoughts?
Well, you were talking about the top box. You pulled a frame up, I think.
Oh,
And there we go.
On the
Yeah.
double nuke.
that
That's
Yeah.
Bob sweeping up bees in Ian's Ian's wintering shed, and Bob did it wrong, so Ian's giving him shit about it.
Yeah, I love that picture. We should frame that. Actually, I'm going to do that. Brad, can you send me that picture? I'm going to frame it and put it on my wall.
Okay.
Giving Bob shit. I've had 2 Bobs in my shed so far. Yeah, 2 famous Bobs.
Yeah.
Funny.
no, he had one famous Bob and me.
The other Bob I
And-
didn't get put to
and
work.
I'm
for.
kidding.
That's right.
I'm the only one that has a live stream that is the second
That
Bob
colony
on the-
that you're seeing, Bob, that showed up. He's talking and I'm talking too, I think.
No, that's okay. Go ahead.
It looked like the frame you pulled up. It looked like the bees moved up very nicely, and to me it looked like a very healthy colony. It looked like a nice colony. And then you cracked it. You should have used smoke, but you cracked it, and and there's a lot of bees in the bottom. I think you pulled up a brood frame, and I couldn't tell how much open brood you had in there. But did they have open brood?
Yeah, they had open brood.
Yeah.
All
So
stages.
that's a pretty healthy colony. Probably
They
could use
did.
some feed.
They look pretty good. Pretty good. At least I thought they looked pretty good, but you're the one that has the boxes of bees, and he can't hear a single thing I'm saying.
No.
Bob was saying he thought they looked pretty good to him.
Yeah, well, I think they would. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. You'll be making a split from that in a matter of 3 weeks.
Yep.
When's your swarm season, Bob? When does that start?
End of March, April.
End of March or April.
There's the other Bob, and Ian's lovely wife.
Yeah, yeah,
same
boy,
guy.
that's a good picture. You know, one of my favorite pictures with Bob is with you, Brad. I have it. I use it in my presentations all the time. Where you're doing a selfie like this. We're at some restaurant down in Winnipeg. That one there, yeah,
That one.
that's one of my favorites. I use this all the
That's
time in my
heaven.
presentations. That's a
Except
good
I
night.
got such a
enjoyed
goofy look on my face. I wasn't even drinking.
that. No, it was a good night. Yeah.
So Ian, what do you do with all the dead bees? You just chuck them in the garbage, or do you compost them?
Sandy takes some for the garden, and then I throw the rest onto the land, just in the
Nice.
field. Yeah, they stink. Boy, they stink. So I like to get
Yes,
them away
they
from the
do.
yard. Yeah.
Oh, dead
They
bees
do.
is a problem.
So
Especially late in the winter, because they're right full of poop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
You
stink
step on them and they
big
just
time.
poop.
obviously Ian can't hear me,
Yeah.
but Ian's family is basically what? Is it
So
a
Bob's saying Ian's family is
three-tiered operation?
3-tiered operation.
Like they do the
They do.
cattle,
Cattle, grain, bees.
bees, yeah. So obviously this is a farming channel, so
This
maybe
is the funniest thing
Oh,
I've ever seen.
Farming channel. So yeah.
the people that are watching may want to know that they do more than just bees.
So,
Do you have time to do other things
so Bob
with-
was
when
saying
you have
some
1,500
embarrassing
colonies?
things about you, Ian, and so I just opted not to say those, not to translate. So just try to save a friendship here.
I would never talk
Well,
smack
I'll
too
take
much
your word
smack
for
about
that.
somebody that I've had coffee at their own dining table, right?
Yeah.
So,
See, I'll never forget that, because I've been to Ian's a number of times, and that was the first time I'd been in the house. I had to bring Bob to get coffee at the kitchen table.
I think I've had both Bobs at my kitchen table now. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you have things other than bees?
Yeah, we farm. And we got some grain land and quite a bit of cattle kicking around here.
What
And
kind
then
of cows do you
bees.
have?
Primarily Charolais. And Dad got into the Charolais business back in the 70s, and he
Okay.
sells
Got 'em for beef?
purebred stock. And then Andre took over from Dad, and he's branched into Semitol and Angus and Shorthorn. So he has a bull sale this coming week. He'll be selling 180 bulls, so it's a pretty big deal over there. Yeah.
Nice.
All beef.
That's awesome.
All-
That's awesome.
All beef.
Do you find the Charolais are a little bit like timid and just stupid? A little standoffish?
Some guys will say that Charolais is maybe a little bit more flighty but
Yeah.
our breeding is more docile. So they're big teddy bears. Is
Okay,
pretty
nice.
much what they are. Yeah. So the Charlies geared more for performance and putting on weight and feed conversion.
Oh yeah, they're big. They get big quick.
Leaner. Yeah, they grow and they're leaner meat. And then you get the Angus, which maybe is like an easier to maintain cow. And it produces like more of a marbled meat, so more
Okay, nice.
taste, more texture. So what guys will do is they'll breed the Charolais to the Angus and get the performance with the meat. So that's pretty much who the guys we sell to.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, my
Yeah.
neighbor's got he's got Black Angus mixes, and then there's a lot of different places around the county. They got the Jerseys, they've got heifers. Some of them have Charolais. We have this one big farm around here, and they're like, I guess you could call them like a glamping farm because they sort of just host weddings and like have a bunch of animals that they do farm at
Oh,
a table for really, really overpriced meals.
Yeah.
But they have a bunch of the Highlands, the Scottish Highlands with those
Oh, of course
huge
they would.
horns. Oh
Yeah, that'd
they're-
suit
they're
that farm just
beautiful.
perfectly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite unique. Yeah, and then the grain farm is we grow canola and corn and sunflowers and wheat. Pretty
Nice.
much. Yeah, just yeah.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. And then I kick around the honey farm. That's my job, is primarily with the bees. And then I
Okay,
help
cool.
everywhere else where I'm needed.
How many acres you guys on? Or
4,000 cultivated.
Wow. It's
So that's-
huge.
Yeah, we have facility, so we can manage it quite effectively. But I wouldn't call us a big farm. Up here would be more the bottom end of the mid-range farm. So we're not small, but we're not like there's 15,000 acre farms out here now. So we're
That's
getting
insane.
left behind in the weeds, in the dust. Yeah.
Mike, ask him how many bee yards he has.
How many oh, he just jumped off. What happened?
He might
Oh,
be
he's
able to
back.
hear me when he comes back.
Now we can't hear him.
Can't hear you, Ian.
Hold on. He's got to click the microphone if he's on the phone.
Oh,
Oh, he's coming back, maybe.
he might come back. He might not. That's Ian. Ian,
You got a new phone though. The
yeah,
old
that's,
phone would just shut off on him.
you know, those old guys, they have a hard time with technology. I think he runs like 45 bee yards.
Does he?
40, yeah, 40
something.
ish.
That's awesome. I'm gonna
Yeah.
probably get my 3rd yard up this year.
Nice.
I'll be there another 10 years.
So, how do you decide how many colonies you put in a yard?
So I start them off small, right? And I'll ramp them up. And if I find that I'm getting like an even mix, like where I'm like getting like, let's say 30 to 35 pounds every colony, I'm not having one colony or two colonies rob out like another one because they're competing for resources, I could up it a little
Yeah.
bit. And also like on my property, we're only 1.3 acres. So the USDA, the USDA, as Mr. Salatin would call it, they only allow for 3 hives per quarter acre. And I'm at max. So I could have 15 colonies and 7.5 nucleuses during, I think the nukes I could have between May and October.
Only the government would tell you to have a half a nuke.
Fucking, well, they tell you, what is it? It's, I think it's 1 for every 2 hives that you have, right?
Yeah.
So if I have 15, that's 7.5
Yeah.
or whatever, or no, it's,
So that's good.
Whatever it is.
You're sizing a yard
yeah.
commensurate to what the production in the area will
Yes.
handle. Yeah,
Yep.
that's good.
And I know we have about 20 or 30 colonies about a mile south as the crow flies from me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like a big resort area.
So this year, I've got 3 right now.
Mhm.
So what I'm going to do is split these here, carry them 6 miles down the road to my other out yard, and set them up there. I'm going to split the hives that are out there and carry them out to my smallest yard.
Nice.
And I know there's some other beekeepers around there, so they shouldn't hopefully have any problems with them bringing back a mated queen. But, you know, it is my apiary, so probably have problems.
I think his yards are typically about 40 colonies.
Okay.
Here, like the forage is, because the honey flow is so intense, the forage is pretty plentiful. So you don't have to limit a yard too much. It's basically how many will fit on your truck.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're going to fill the truck twice, you're going to go to a second yard. So my trailer holds 32, so that's what I would normally have run, but I've downsized that a bit now.
How big is your trailer?
Well, the one that I always used to move, well, not anymore though, is a 14, 8 by 14.
Now, do you
I
have
have
a deck over trailer where you could like load it with
It's a
forks?
deck over. Yeah, I have another deck over. It's 8 by 20, which is typically what I use. And the reason I got that one is because then I can put my bees on the front and put my tractor on the back, and then I can use those because everything's palletized.
Yeah.
I don't have a nifty lifter thing like Ian has.
Well, those the boom lift arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen people do them like you get them done how you get them done, right? But if you're going to run 4-way pallets, you should have a forklift to drop it on there.
Well,
But
the
I've seen
two-way
people take
two-way pallets, but
yeah. So I've seen people take the 4-way empty, they put it on, and then they have those $700 Man Lake lifters where you hoist it with 2 guys,
right.
and they take the hive off the bottom,
Yeah.
off the 4-way, and they walk it over to the trailer.
Well, this is
And,
the only guy, so there's no 2 guys anything around here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I had to replace a bottom board the other year, and I had it like four deeps tall, and I'm like, I gotta take all these off to get that board out. I'm like, this sucks.
Well, I'll show you a picture of the hive lifter that I have. So this is the manufacturer's website. I'm kind of talking slow because I'm stalling until I find it.
It's all good.
So this is the hive lifter that I use. This is the most advanced thing that I have.
Nice.
So it lifts by the handholds.
Okay.
And then I can lift. It'll lift a lot of weight. It'll lift more weight than you want to lift.
Now, how do you get is it battery operated, or you like crank those handles up?
Yeah, there's a winch and a battery, and there's a switch on the handle with thumb.
Nice.
So it works really well. A guy in Winnipeg actually makes those.
Now, how do you load it onto? You just got to put the first one on, and then basically stack them up.
Well, the arms. You see where the arms are there?
Yes.
They go beside the box, and
then they latch
little
in
flappers, and it comes down, and then it falls into the handles, and then it lifts up.
Cool.
Yeah, so it works really nice.
One of our viewers made him addition to it, right?
Yeah, he made me better arms and actually a set of just straight forks, so I could actually lift one of my pallets with it.
Nice.
It works pretty good. We kind of guessed at some of the angles and geometry of the thing, and it works pretty good. I think I could load a 2-way pallet of bees onto my trailer with it, and that was the whole idea, so that maybe I could not have to take my tractor when I move bees.
Yeah.
And then I got this outdoor wintering idea, and might not have to move bees after all, but if I do.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you could winter them outside, that'd be awesome. Is this your first year that you're trying to winter outside?
I wintered some outside last year, and I wintered some outside my first year, which was like 10 years ago.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say it's my first year, but I'm certainly no expert at it.
Gotcha.
I know the basics. It's all knowledge and little experience at this point. Yep. And that's why I don't really advise people much on outdoor wintering, because I'm a rookie at it.
Then you got like Doug that comes on the stream. He overwinters his outside.
Yeah.
And they do, I mean, it seems like they make quite a bit of honey as well.
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
So they do.
So I was, Mike, if you're getting into having to lift boxes and stuff, he ships. If you notice that website, Bee Breeding Center.
Okay, so my yard right now, I have like my gorilla cart, so I'm just offloading basically honey supers, and I drag it inside. And my second yard, I actually have like access. I could drive my pickup truck right like 20 feet away from it. I could just load up on the back of the pickup truck and hightail it out of there as the bees are chasing me.
Yeah.
I use that to my advantage when I pull my honey.
Yeah, just let them fly out.
Well, I load it. Well, I do shake them off, right? And blow it out and everything. And then there's always bees in there. So I'll just load them in the back of the truck, and then I'll drive down the road like 2 miles.
Yeah.
And they all fly back home or out, and then I turn around and come back and drive right past them through the apiary, right to my honey house and unload them.
Nice.
And this year it worked really well because it really limited the amount that got stuck in the building.
Yeah, that's always a pain in the ass. I'm always the one trying to grab them. I'll try and grab them. I'll be like, oh, get a sting here, get a sting there, because I do the sting therapy. So if they come inside, that's it. They're
I can cure all of your
fight.
ails with sting therapy if you come down here.
Yeah.
All
So-
of them.
You know what I'm thinking about doing? I'm thinking about, oh, Ian's back. I'm thinking about getting like a little 8 foot by
Can
4
you hear
foot
me
trailer
now?
or 8 foot by 6
Hey, I
foot
can hear
trailer.
Bob now.
And I want to build like a shed and like have like a drawer on the outside where I could pull like the
Not hearing Brad though.
That's because I'm not talking.
oh, he's not talking, he's messing with you. Basically pull the hive out from the outside and have like the bench where you have the bee air therapy. And I want to see if I could get some people on that.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah.
like a package deal, you get like a monthly membership.
There's some blue-haired
I just
person
thought I'd
out there
throw
that
that
would love
picture.
that.
Picture in there of me in my bee yard.
Nice.
Me in my short pants and my veil.
2, 3, 4,
And my
6.
smoker. See the
6
smoker there,
bees.
Bob?
It's not lit. It's not lit.
I don't know
No.
what
It
what
might
is that
be.
thing? The you know, Brad's legit though, because he came to pick me up from the airport in February in short pants.
That's right. I did.
Oh, man. What was the temperature up there then?
It was actually, it wasn't that cold.
It wasn't
It
that
was
bad for him.
it was below freezing though, wasn't it? It was like -7 or something. Wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it got worse when you were leaving, eh, Bob? The storm rolled in just as you
Little bit.
left.
Yep. It was coming down when we were at the airport. And you know, here's the funny part. Tell your son and your brother, because he's an airline pilot, right?
Yeah.
Why is it I can fly out of Winnipeg in a goddamn snow blizzard and I get to Toronto and they delayed the flight because of rain? What in the
Because
hell?
it's Toronto.
That's crazy.
It was, yeah. I mean, it was really coming down. If I had the pictures handy, I would show you because it was, for me, it was bad, but it was cool. I mean, I liked it because I was going home during it, but it was, but it was nice. I like snow because I don't get it that often, right? If I got it all the time, I'd be doing like you guys. Damn snow, I wish it'd go away.
Yeah.
Well, whenever we do some of the live streams, people are like, "Oh my God, where do you live? There's snow." And I go, "Up in the North Pole."
North Pole.
Some people have never seen it before. It's
We
funny.
get it. We get it about once a decade here. Substantial snow about once a decade.
Did you
I'm
guys
good.
get any this year or no?
Yeah, it snowed the other day, about 5 inches, and then it all went away.
By noon the next day, it's gone.
It took 2 days,
2 days.
and then it rained, and that melted the rest of it.
Nice.
Brad, have you been out to the out yard recently to see if the colonies are kicking?
Nope. Nope. It would have been a really good day yesterday, I think, with the warm temperatures. It actually got sunny, and it wasn't terribly windy, but it would still, I don't know. It would have been okay, but I couldn't have predicted that, so
No.
I didn't go.
You'd be walking through about 2 feet of snow, maybe, or is it that deep?
There's quite a bit.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit. I don't know if there's much more than what's shows in this picture right now.
So you got to put the snowshoes on. You'll be okay.
Yeah, that's the problem, is getting
Snowshoes and shorts.
That's
I have a
it.
heart attack getting through the snow.
This was me this last weekend,
Oh, nice.
or this week. So not terrible, but we had some.
That's a pretty good little snow.
That's like 2 inches, at least 3 inches, 4 inches.
No, sitting on top of this thing is a good 5 inches. On
Yeah,
top.
it looks. I was looking at the car. It looks a little less on the car because I guess
Oh,
the
she went to
brush is
work.
over it. I'm looking at the grill now, though. That looks like more.
Yeah, and all my junk, my old chicken coop.
I'd be able to measure it 2 times.
So it looks like you got more snow than ice then, Bob, eh? Because through Tennessee, I think they got a lot of ice through that.
Yeah, they got
almost like a straight shot went through of ice.
Have you seen some of the videos of the people going through the streets and the trees just cracking?
Yeah, just falling down as it goes. It's pretty heavy.
So that was taken at 6 o'clock this morning. That's my trail cam.
Oh yeah, they're
Oh,
nice.
You
And
see how
cozy.
the wind came in there, eh? And
Yeah,
it blew
sweep
some of the snow away.
I think that's actually from the heat. The heat coming out of the hive. I think it sort of melts it around it like that.
In this case, that was the wind.
Okay.
I could tell when that happened. It was a.
So we're looking at the top of the hives there, then, right? So the boxes are completely buried then.
Yeah.
Well, can you see my cursor?
Yep, we do.
Yeah.
So that's the top of the box right here.
Oh yeah, so they're nice and cozy.
Yeah, it's pretty far.
You have an insulated lid on?
Yeah, this is all cover. This is all lid from here.
Do you use quilt boxes at all up by you guys for the moisture?
Most people don't. I have used them.
Okay.
They're quite effective.
Yeah.
They're a little bit of a bother, but pretty effective. I don't like the reason I stopped using them. I used them last winter, and then this last spring, I opened up the spring colonies to feed them, and to feed them, I had to take the quilt box off, put a migratory cover on, and then put a pail on top of the cover. Well, I couldn't do that because all the bees are stuck to the screen on the quilt box, and it's still cold out. I can't brush the bees off. So I thought, I'm not doing this again. So I just built an insulated cover. It's got 3 inches of polystyrene in it.
Nice. So I've heard of people, they take you take your brood box, you throw a inner cover on it, and you just fill it up with some pine shavings. And I've heard that works about the same.
Yeah. I just took an old deep and I put a shim around the inside at the bottom, and then stapled some 1/2-inch hardware, or not 1/2-inch, 1/8-inch hardware cloth across it, and then filled it up with wood shavings.
Yeah.
Just because what I have.
Yeah.
Wood shavings.
Yeah, work with what you got, right?
Oh.
I mean, I've been saving myself $80 a colony with making my own top and bottoms.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, I've made a few, right, Ian?
Yeah, there's more coming.
More coming.
How much snow have you guys got in West Texas? He's got more snow than his whole life. 4 inches. 4 inches of snow.
Well, if you don't get snow, 4 inches is quite a bit.
They'll close if they say there's a freeze warning. They will close the schools down, banks, everything close. Wow. They don't want them on the road. They still go because now they're not working. They got time to go play, right? Yeah. So, but they'll close it all down here. I know it's hilarious to you guys. We get 1/2 inch of snow and the whole state closes, and you guys are like 1/2 inch.
Yeah, and some of the stuff, it's like, oh, I can still see past the hood of the car. Let's go.
Yeah.
I just shoveled 2 lines out the driveway for my wheels, and we got all-wheel drive around here, so just right up and out. You have good winter tires, and you're good to go. As long as you know how to drive in it, that is. You get the lady in the Tesla. Oh my God, I got this one lady. She's in the Tesla. She goes, "Do you have a shovel?" And I go, "I'm not going to shovel ice." I'm like, it's all ice in front of my house. I'm like, "Do you have a husband with the truck?" I'm like, "You could back up real easy and put it right there on my parking pad. Like, you don't have to come down the hill on my driveway." I'm like, "And have someone come pick you up." She goes, "No, I think I got it." Another 30 minutes. She goes out with the brush, and she's brushing her tires on this Tesla. And she's trying to brush the ice off and then punching it and just spinning it in place. She eventually made it up, though. I was surprised. She was determined.
And I always have to say, to their credit, knowing, being familiar with driving on ice and snow and stuff is one thing, but they don't have the tires either. If I didn't have the tires, I wouldn't drive in this stuff.
No way.
Right? That's why I go through effort to have winter tires, to have snow tires.
Yeah.
It makes all the difference.
It does. It does.
So it's like, yeah, they're not familiar with it, but they also are still.
We got all season tires.
Yeah, that's a lie.
They're called drag slicks down by you.
That's a lie.
That's all season.
All raining when it's not raining.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we don't deal
remind
with
me what day you fly out, Ian? I can't remember.
19th. Yeah, I think that's the Wednesday. Get there on the Thursday.
Right.
Then we're back back on the 1st. So I think we're leaving on the
What kind of conference
it's
is
a
it?
long flight. I forget where it was longer layover flying back.
Well,
Is
you've
that
gone
the
almost a week
UK's
and a half.
national conference?
It's a privately run conference. It's not tied to any association or anything. It's a private run deal, and it's
It's not that
more
national horse show
commercial.
thing.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's more geared for commercial crowd, so they draw all of UK and some France. There's some French beekeepers will be there. So it's
Richard
kind
gonna
of
be there?
yes, he's actually going to. We're gonna have supper one of the nights.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so it's a lot of people there, getting a lot of attention already. Yeah, different beekeeping over there. So I'm just going to bring my beekeeping perspective. They're all familiar with it already, but I just I'll just bring that conversation over to them.
Should tell him you're bringing Bob with you, but
He's-
not that Bob.
he's
This
going
Bob.
next year. I'm booked this
And then
year,
you
and he's
show up.
And then I show up for music picking Bob. Well, I am Bob.
we would get the joke.
Neither Bob. I've said that to Bob to his face. I said, I'm the only YouTuber named Bob that when they talk about Bob on my channel, they're not talking about me. He's a good
Yeah, I'm bringing my +1. I'm bringing Bob. Oh, which Bob? Bob from the South. Oh yeah, bring him. Because where's Bob Benny at?
Georgia.
He's
in North
okay,
Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like 3.5 hours from me,
Okay, nice.
and I've never been there yet. I will one day.
You should go. His shop looks amazing from what I've seen on his videos.
James has been there.
James has been everywhere.
Well,
James comes
it's
down and
true.
sits in my front yard at 9 a.m, drinking a beer and eating ice cream.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
He had a live when he did that. I caught that.
He didn't. He said he was coming to Atlanta and that he might come see me. Oh, cool! But then he never said anything else about it. And he's in my front yard,
Just
right?
drinking a beer.
Drinking a beer. Going down to the convenience store, getting a beer and drinking ice cream.
That's too
Yeah, he's
funny.
making his way back from his tour, and he was. I think he sidetracked so he can come have a coffee with me. I said, "Oh, sure, come by." But then I got sidetracked. Forget what happened. Business arose on the farm, and I couldn't entertain him. So I said, "Sorry, just carry on." But he stopped by the
sign.
highway sign with a sign and had a big picture there. He's like, "Oh,
I've got a
shoot!"
picture with the sign. I
Should have
think
just.
Brad's got it in those photos.
Yeah.
I felt bad. I should have just pushed business aside for a little bit and entertained him. But you know how farm business goes. I had to take care of business. Next time he's by.
Yeah, James said he's going to be going. Last time we talked to him, he said he's going back down to Grenada to get his boat and go somewhere out in the ocean. I spent too many years in the Navy to want to do that again.
A sailboat seems nice though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is when it's next to the island.
Yeah.
But when you
Gren-
can't see land
Grenada.
anymore and you don't know what the weather's going to be like,
No,
I've
that they
been
have
on a
all that. They
big
have all the
Navy
apps
ship.
for that.
and doing this.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being on a 30-foot boat doing that?
Nope.
No.
Nope. I'm afraid of sharks and afraid of drowning, so no thank you.
Yeah, it's hey, God bless them.
Yeah.
But I've been out in really bad seas, and we've come up next to a sailboat that was out there in the bad seas with us, just to make sure they didn't need help. And they're like, "No, we're good." And I'm
You
like,
want
"No,
a
you're
beer? They throw you up a beer.
you're not good, but if you're okay, we're okay, I guess.
Oh boy, I would not be there. Not for a second.
I've watched some sailing YouTubers before, and they go through some gnarly crap.
Yeah, it's not fun times. You know, in the Navy, there's no such thing as being seasick.
No.
that's another day at work.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And here's the running joke when I was in. So if you felt nauseous and were pale and seasick, you go to work and they give you a garbage bag to tie on your belt loop in case you got to throw up. You just pick it up.
Right into the pig.
And
Good
I don't know
Lord.
if you know, but government garbage bags are clear.
Oh,
So
nice.
you're carrying around a bag of vomit on your belt loop. Luckily, I never got seasick to where I threw up. So I felt
That's
like
good.
it. Dry heave, but never got sick. The worst I got was my first time going out to sea for an extended period of time was when we came into port.
Where did you
Corey's
find
Haven.
that?
I was just looking through my pictures.
That was the year
Oh, that was
there.
that was the that restaurant. I don't
Yeah.
even remember the name of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just to the left of that picture sits Bob. Well, this Bob
This Bob.
Walker.
Oh yeah, yeah. We pushed you right on the end of the table.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least I got to sit at the table. I was at the kids' table before, right? They're like, no, he's with us. Bring him over here.
Yeah, yeah. Corey, he's a salt of the earth guy too.
He's a riot.
Yeah, he's busy. He's he has guys breeding his queens all over the southern states, and he's making sales. He wants to send some up to me, so I gave him my contact information for to get the health permit. I guess you need a destination, so I'm on there, but I don't think he'll be able to get the health permit. I said
Oh,
you
yeah.
can try. He's going
You
to
have to
try.
get a certain health permit to send them over the border.
Yeah, he has to get a Africanized bees genetic test
Test.
done.
Yeah.
But he's also in the zone of small hive beetles, so I can't see him getting approval for it.
There's Bob Walker in my apiary in February.
Nice.
Look, I've got a hoodie and a winter coat on and the stylish bee made hat.
He made,
And
yeah, I see that. There
I'm
you go.
still in short pants.
Good times. I had fun. I would do it again. I would come up again.
That was hilarious. That was fun.
The causing had.
Well, you guys did the Bob and Doug McKenzie bit there. I think
Yes.
I remember you doing the video. Yeah,
Yeah.
tuned into that.
It's still on. It's still on this
Okay.
channel, I'm sure.
One more, Mike.
You got it.
So he was shoveling bees in Ian's shed, and he was shoveling my deck.
Nice.
Bob
Hey.
shoveling snow off of my deck.
I had to earn my keep, man.
That's right.
You should have given him his South Carolina shovel, a snowblower, but the
Yeah.
leaf blower version.
The leaf blower.
I had to get my merit badge for the scouts.
Yeah, right.
I got my bee shovel merit badge and my snow shoveling merit badge at the same time. Next time I want to learn how people that are what's the game we were talking about? We were just talking about it with the sweepers.
Curling.
Curling.
Yeah, I want to figure out how those guys have tennis shoes on and they're sliding down the ice like that. Like they're
Yeah.
skating, but it's just tennis shoes.
Right?
You know what I would look like? I'd be laid out flat on the ice. We've all seen that.
I actually woke up this morning and caught a curling match on the Olympics. It was the Canadian mixed team against the U.S. mixed team. And we won this round. The States did on that one, which I'm sure they'll have to meet again in Canada to take them out, just like they did in hockey last year. But it's an interesting sport. I don't know the rules. I just know you kind of bang one of the stones out of the way and try to keep yours there.
Those
And then
stones are
try to block
expensive to
them.
make too.
What's that?
Those stones are expensive to make.
It was interesting. I was trying to figure out the rules. All I know is
There we go.
that's
I know
it.
you're in South Carolina, but this is the
That's
meme
true.
I have.
That
Lawnmower.
is true. That is very accurate. I would have put my riding lawnmower to work out there, just
I
going
mean,
through
it'd
it.
take care of a couple inches. It'd be all right.
Just chop it down to size.
It just, as long as you don't have like the leaf collection bag on it, it just blows it right out.
They have special shoes for curling.
They definitely do have special shoes.
Yep.
But one guy was wearing Nike brand. I didn't know Nike had curling shoes, but I guess if anybody
Probably.
does, it would be them.
They probably have those little spikes that you could screw onto the bottom like track shoes.
They were very clearly sliding down the ice with the shoes on. I was like, what?
Oh, maybe not.
Maybe they're just wearing bowling shoes.
$600
sliding.
each. Whoa. For the boulders, right? That they curl, the stones.
They have a little thing they clip onto one of the shoes that goes on the front,
Uh-huh.
and it's just really slick on the front half of the shoe, and so that when they want to slide, they just tip their weight
on the
onto
tiptoes.
that foot, and then they can use the other foot to push themselves along. They just
The
slide
one guy
on it.
was down and pushing that,
Yeah.
and then he tried to get up, and it was like, and then he grabbed his footing, and
That
was good to
happens.
go after that. I would have been the guy.
I used to be curling when I was young.
Sliding across the ice.
I loved curling.
That's pretty awesome. It seems like a cool sport. It seems cold.
Yeah, it's definitely a winter sport.
Definitely a winter sport.
Yeah, you're on the ice.
So my doctor said the other day, he said you need to find, you get in shape. He said find a physical activity you like and just do that.
I
60
do.
years, I've only found one of those I like.
It's physical when I get up and physical when I sit down.
Yeah,
that's it. I work out 3 times a week, or at least I try. I've been bad like the past couple of months. Having 2 toddlers wears at you, but I'm pick them up all day long. So
yeah.
But I've been working out for like 15 years now. I think like 3 times a week, like without fail. Gotta stay going.
Well, good for
Early
you.
morning, or do you do it in the evening? It'd be early morning.
Yeah, usually like in the morning, I'll work out. I wake up, I have my coffee, I'll start my workout. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays are my days.
Nice.
And that's it. Once the well-oiled machine gets put away, it's when you start to seize up.
Yeah.
My goal's been to work out till the day I die. So
good health overrated.
Good health overrated.
My grandma smoked Camel non-filter since she was 14 until she was like 90.
Those are the healthier choice of obviously.
Eating
those are the Lucky Strikes.
Eating biscuits made with real lard, right? Real bacon fat grease.
If you look at our new food pyramid, how it's flipped over, they say butter and grease is actually better for you than the fake crap.
Yes,
they're not pushing those seed oils on that pyramid now. And if you look at when the seed oils came about, heart disease went up. I'm not a doctor, but I see trends.
That's right.
I study statistics. That's it.
You're absolutely right.
If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die with fully clogged arteries.
I mean, put a stick of butter out on a plate in the garden and put a tub of margarine right on another plate, and that butter will go, but that margarine will stay for months. I think it's 1 molecule away from being plastic.
Well, so is butter because it is an oil.
I don't know. Butter's good. I got to get a cream separator for the goats this year and make some goat butter and see how that turns out, because that'd be nice. Cook with tallow. We do cook with tallow. Real lard is infinity better than seed oil. 100%.
No, I agree. I cook with lard all I can. Well, and then look at me, right?
I've got 4 jars of lard, and I've got a what's it called, a half gallon of tallow in the fridge that we rendered down. I don't know. It's good stuff.
I need to find
Ian's regretting he came back and his sound was working for me.
Now he can hear Bob.
That's kind of a bit of a novelty there. Yeah, getting a translation from Bob.
They didn't tell you
everything. It was a very direct and to the point translation. No rants.
Yeah, I can't even get on a soapbox when that happens.
I didn't tell you everything. I was trying to be kind.
That was probably the best feeling I had when I was at Hive Life. And, some people knew me from YouTube, but Ian walked in and he was getting mugged by so many people. I think it was just a ploy. I don't know if he really knew me at the time or not, but he said, now there's somebody I know. And he like kind of walked away from everybody that was following him and came over to me like it was a safe space for at least 30 seconds to take a selfie.
Yeah. I have that selfie on my phone. Yeah.
That is crazy because when Hive Life first started and those, now it's Nabi obviously, but you guys can't walk like 3 feet without somebody stopping you to say, hey, and, and one of the things about YouTube is I think people do get that sense of they're your friend and they've never met you before.
Yeah, I find that very awkward. Like I appreciate all the beekeepers and everything like that, but guys walk up to me and talk to me while they watch my videos, so they just carry on that conversation. I'm like,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure I don't know you,
right.
But very friendly. So
well, that's how Richard was when I met him. I was like, hey, Richard, how you doing? He didn't have a clue who I was. He doesn't know my channel. He doesn't know anything. Stupid me. Everybody else knew, but he didn't know. But I assumed. And he's like, oh, okay, nice to meet you. Thanks for the picture. See you later. Bye. But then I've had people randomly, just like someone from New Jersey actually was coming down, going to Disney World, and just decided they were going to take an hour and a half detour off of that's one way to my house.
Yep.
And show up and just text me, hey, you up? I'm going to be there in like 10 minutes. And then stay all day. Like I didn't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
Right. And
it's just being terrible tonight.
And then took off and went down.
I'm losing these guys.
It's flattering that people want to come meet you or whatever and come see what you're doing. But at some point it's like, this was unplanned, just to assume I've got nothing else in my life going on and that all day is free for you. Right.
So you got to get some more animals. If you get more animals, we say like, hey, if you want to stick around, grab that shovel. I got manure to scoop up. That gets rid of people real fast.
Well, it didn't work. Ian tried, with the dead bees. That didn't work. Brad tried with the snow. It didn't work. I still hung out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very deliberate with. I manage the conversations a little bit more. So instead of a phone call 3 hours, I mean, how many 3 hours? It's phone call 20 minutes. Just let's carry on and just have to manage time because we just don't have enough of it, right? But we can be polite at the same time.
Oftentimes, like if I send you a message or something, I send it with no expectation of a response because I'm like, I know you're busy and you'll look at it whenever you look at it. And that's just kind of what happens, right? Even though in the back of my mind, I know Ian saw it because I saw his little head and there's no response. And he's like, yeah, fuck Bob today.
Oh, did you hear me say that? Oh. My speaker must have been on.
Your voice response on.
Oh, the problem is I carry this phone in my back pocket, so it rattles, so I pick it up and see what it was, and because it's usually business, right? I put it in my pocket because I'm busy, or a quick reply. I love these phones. It just,
I get it too sometimes, Bob. It's okay.
Brad sends me these memes. Holy shit!
I send him memes too. I send Ian some memes too. Sometimes.
No, I haven't blocked too many people. I blocked a few. One guy I blocked. He was a little bit too much. He's kind of a little bit obsessive. I haven't seen or heard of him since I blocked him. So the block worked, obviously.
I was about to say that was kind of the goal when you hit that block.
My YouTube.
No, but they come at you different ways, right?
Yeah,
that's bad.
Yeah, so
You
I was
block
able to
here,
shake him.
and then they show up there. It's like, stalker.
Then they come on. Then they come on YouTube. It's like, oh, I sent you a message, you never responded. Yeah, that was.
Well, I don't get a lot of what people want to come and visit and see and stuff. I don't get a lot of that, but I recall I got one guy from Florida, and he watched the channel and stuff. He said, "Hey, we're visiting family. We're going to be traveling past where you are and stuff." But he let me know weeks in advance that he's going to be in the area, and I said, "Yeah,
Yeah.
well, let me know when you're around." And okay, so he messaged me again the day before and stuff. So very respectful, very respectful.
Most
And
everybody is, yeah.
was a nice day, and I brought him a tour of the apiary and stuff, and it just totally made his day. And it was nice meeting him and his wife too.
Yeah.
Very nice people.
Yeah.
Very nice
When
people.
James came the last time, he's been here twice now, but the last time he came, when he was out front eating ice cream and drinking beer,
I just laugh every time you say that.
I took him downtown, and we went into the State House because this is the capital of the state. We went in the State House and walked around, and it's very historical because during the Civil War, South Carolina was the first state to secede the Union, right? So there's a lot of stuff, Civil War history type of stuff, and like when General Sherman came and burned our city down, but they were on the other side of the river from here, and they were shooting cannonballs. Well, on the side of our Capitol building, there's a bunch of bronze stars where the cannonballs were hitting the building and knocking chunks of it loose. So they never fixed that. They just put a bronze star where the impacts are to highlight it. So a bunch of stuff like that, and just hung out for a little while because I knew he had to get back. And then there's nothing here at my house that would interest him in hanging around for. So we just went around a little sightseeing and took that because he'd already seen the bee yard and everything and been in that before. So tried to give him a new experience.
Nice. Yeah, history is always fun.
Yeah, it's just kind of crazy. There's a rumor here that when I first moved here in the 80s, telling my age, probably before Ian was born. No, I'm just kidding.
79.
Okay, no, not quite. 5 years after that. You were 5.
Oh,
but
dear.
but there was an old like warehouse building downtown. That's what it always was to me. And it was painted green, like bright green. And someone told me that was where the Confederate treasury was, that they would print the Confederate money, right? And after the war, obviously it was shut down. But when Sherman came to town, that they took all of the plates that they used to print the money with and took them and threw them in the river. So supposedly there's a bunch of these plates that are probably priceless nowadays, if anybody could ever find them down in the river. So
there is a YouTuber that does scuba dive metal detecting. You should hit him up and be
come
like,
on.
dude, come on over.
We'll split it. We'll split the money. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
That is sweet.
Oh, and matter of fact, when James came the first time, we went to an old plantation house up the road here. Oddly enough, we were doing a cutout that day when he showed up. So we got to go out there and see. I mean, the property had like old slave quarters and stuff like that on the property still.
That's wild. Yeah, up by me, there's different spots where there's been like different battles, and you could actually find old musket balls. Probably been through somebody, but you could find them if you have a metal detector. Welcome back.
I gotta step out here.
He's trying to make it so he can't hear me anymore.
Well, thanks for joining us, Ian.
Yeah. Have a good night, guys.
Pleasure having you.
Hey, Ian, thanks for coming.
I have to get a glass of water. I will be right back.
All right.
I think we could end it. We've been on for 2.5 hours almost.
2.5 hours.
Okay.
Everyone
Well,
who's still
I
in
don't
chat, guys, lead shows up on metal. I mean, it's metal, right? I think
That was
it does.
nice talking to you
Gold
guys.
shows up
Chat and whatnot.
on
Yeah,
metal
had fun.
detector.
Make some new friends.
Yeah.
Right on.
And West Texas, we'll be here tomorrow morning because we're doing the morning chores stream Saturdays and Sundays now. And hopefully we'll have something good. So I hope everyone, whoever you guys are in the world, you guys have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. As always, we love you. Tell your family you love them, and we'll catch you all on the next one, guys. Take it
y'all.
easy.
Good night, everybody.
Hey.